what you're doing to me, baby. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no.
Yes, sir. We are back with annoying sound of the clock. Can you hit that, please, sir? We are back with another episode of the Heat Market Radio. Just give us a second, DJ Rec. Thank you, DJ Rec. Your window's back up. Yeah, man. Another Sunday, 4 to 6 p.m. on InTheMixRadio.com. I am Shay Diggs, alongside of DJ Rec.
Yo.
How are you, sir?
A little hangover.
A little hungover is the right term, not a little hangover.
A little hungover.
A little hungover. And I thought you wasn't drinking anymore.
It was my homeboy's wedding. He asked me.
That has nothing to do with discipline and will, man. Willpower, should I say.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, man. Wow, niggas are hitting me up like crazy right now. Yo, everybody on Instagram Live, I'm talking to y'all right now through Instagram. I'm not talking to my viewers out there In The Mix. Go to InTheMixRadio.com if you want to see the whole show. Niggas be on the live complaining like, yo, it's just a green background. It's not, man. You're missing all of the quality of the show if you're not watching it on InTheMixRadio.com. Just go to InTheMixRadio.com. Anybody, any guests that are here, any guests that are guests that are coming in the future, make sure tell people to log on to InTheMixRadio.com, man. With that being said, I got to shout out Fox Coat. Had a great show this weekend in Atlantic City. Shit looked like it was a stadium. DJ Rec, if you're gonna be on your phone, just
I'm
exit your box.
No, I'm trying to get everything with the beats and everything situated, so I have it connected to here. I have to send it.
Okay, thank you. That's not something you could do when we're in the video, though, right?
Okay.
Can it be? Maybe. Okay. Yeah, shout out to my man from One World Magazine. He's about to call up. We're gonna get a little phone interview with him. We're not gonna take too much time though. We're just gonna briefly go about some hip hop issues real quick, and hopefully we get an article in his magazine, man. Yeah, definitely. It has a good publication. It's One World Magazine. You heard of it, DJ Rec?
I heard a little bit about it.
Have you ever seen the magazine on stands?
No.
Don't feel bad. I haven't either. But he claims they are out here in New York too.
I'm gonna look for it though.
Believe me, I am too. Yeah, so we gotta dress up and take some nice little pics. Send them over there. He's gonna hook all of that up, and yeah, it should be good, man. We're gonna do that. Shout out to man King Diesel, Sammy. That's my brother right there. One I always talk about on the show, bro. One that came home, did that bit.
Yeah.
He's on the check-in right now. Salute to you, my brother.
Oh, snap.
Yeah, he stay on the
famous.
He's a great supporter of the show, bro. But yeah, man. Hopefully this guy calls in and we get this nice little interview going. And we wind up, he exchanges the favor and we come out in his magazine because we're giving him a lot of light. I'm about to open up a page on heatmarket.com and give him a nice little page too for his mag. You know what I mean? Connect the links. We're gonna do it all, everything we gotta do, man. Everything we gotta do, bro. Yeah.
Expand.
Gots to, man. Gots to. We that's the one thing we've yet to do, come out in publications. So that's definitely a good look right there.
I mean, we sort of got, sort of.
Yeah.
Sort of. We had the steel sessions when we first came.
Yeah.
And then but we got sponsored for
We got to do it on our own now, though.
Sponsors for American Producers League. We got that.
Definitely. Shout out to those guys, American Producers League. Shout out to Joint. Shout out to Joint Chiefs. These guys still.
Say that with
I almost didn't want to, but I said nah. They still support us. You know what I mean? They still definitely likes and supports what we do. Can't lie in there. Oh man. Oh Yeah, shout out to Blue Hef for coming through last week, man. He brings some real fire. He definitely had fire, bro. He definitely had a lot of fire.
And then Fox Code killed that shit.
Fox Code destroyed it, man. And the bad thing is, like I said, a lot of motherfuckers are starting to hit me like, yo, what happened to the whole freestyle? I'm like, yo, if you not watching, like I said, on InTheMixRadio.com, you're not going to catch the whole thing. You're only going to find what I post on Instagram, man, on the Heat Market, radio on Instagram. Don't do that. Do yourself a favor, watch us live, and you'll get the whole, effect. You know what I mean? Because on Instagram, shit cuts off. We only get a minute.
You only get a minute.
Yeah, you know how much more he killed? You know what I'm saying?
He killed that whole.
He killed two beats, and it was a long ass freestyle. And I wanted to post the other one too. I still got it. I think I might do that tonight too. I'll post the other half of it. You know what I'm saying? I shouldn't, but I'll do it anyway. But even him, he was like, "Yo, send me that." I'm like, "Dude, it's on YouTube, bro. Yeah, just go to YouTube and you'll see it up there. Everything we do." Listen,
no matter how many times you tell them
at
the end of the show, right?
The shit gets frustrated.
No matter you tell them 3 times, every time, three
when this show be on YouTube, when this show is done, go to InTheMixRadio.com, look in the archives. You'll see the show there. If you missed that, tomorrow or when I get to it, it'll probably be 2 days later. It'll be up on YouTube. You know what I mean? Just type in the fucking artist name or the producer's name and you'll see it on YouTube, man. Trust me. Or just go to, I'm bugging out. Just go to the Heat Market on YouTube. Heat Market Radio? Yeah, Heat Market Radio on YouTube and you'll definitely find it, man. So yeah, with that being said, man, DJ Static, I don't know where you are. I don't know if you still want to be affiliated with the show, but I'm taking this second absence as a definitely not. What would you say?
Yeah.
So it's all good, man. We enjoyed the time you came and the love you showed us. You know what I'm saying? I would appreciate a little text or something saying, yo, I can't do it, but it's all good, bro.
He said.
On our show, we've had
members and
he's
still better than DJ Naughty. Way better.
Of who?
He's still better than DJ Naughty of the Yonkers.
Of course, man. And I appreciate the effort that he put in. You know what I'm saying? I understand too. His commute was crazy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's all good, though. You know what I mean? Just give me a little shout out, bro. Let me know you can't make it no more. So, that's not even a problem, bro. We don't need a DJ. We have DJ Rec. The original DJ.
You know who actually hit me up this weekend on the check-in?
Who's that?
Will Sully.
Will Sully? Word. I get nothing, bro. I get zero. I call a nigga. The funny thing is he won't pick up my call, but then
on Instagram, he'll like your page. And
yeah, but then 20 minutes later, he'll call me back. And then I won't pick up. Just on purpose. You know what I mean? Like to play that little game.
Okay, so then why?
Because
pick up the phone.
But nigga, I'm calling him. You know what I'm saying? Like this is not the first time. I called him like 3 times.
But what happens if someone is busy and then...
Twice or 3 times, nigga? You see my call, you're not going to pick it up? At least 1 out of the 3 times? You're all that busy?
Yeah.
Nah, that's bullshit. Come on, bro.
I mean, what if he's clapping? Like,
no, it's all good, but just nigga, if that's the case, then just shoot me a text. Yo, I'm busy. I'll hit you up later. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna call me like 20 minutes later, like after your conscience kicks in. Like, yo, you know what? Maybe I should have picked up his call. Let me call him back. Like, nah, nigga, we ain't kids, man. It's all good, but I'll do the same shit to you now. So, but it's all good. But like I said, man, we've had a lot of members on the show, and we lost a lot of members on the show. We will always be the remaining 2, though. Put it like that, bro. We don't need anybody else, man. Everybody else that comes in, replacements or stand-ins. And we keep the show moving, bro. The show will never stop, man. Except for June. End of June. End of June, the Heat Market Radio is officially going on vacation for the summer. You know what I'm saying? I never do summer shows. I definitely needed to take that break, need that time for family and myself. But we'll be back in September. Maybe a new time slot. I don't think we're going to get this same slot. But if we do, then you'll definitely be informed like at least 2 weeks before. But there's going to be a lot of things Heat Market related during the summer that should be interesting. Little events here and there that should be happening. Collaborations, stuff like that. And anybody that needs a DJ, please, man, contact DJ Rec. He's available for all occasions. He DJs in house parties too, clubs, closets, auditoriums, anything he gets his hands on, any opportunity he gets, please support him, man. You gotta start promoting yourself too, bro. I'm not gonna keep doing this shit for you, man. You know
I'm actually I wasn't even gonna announce it until next week, but I'm starting up on another tape.
Another mixtape? Dope, man. Dope. Let me know. We put it on the site again. What I'm going to do for you, too, even more. This is the next level. I didn't even think about it until yesterday. No, until last week. We'll make like a little commercial for you, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like a little something we could play. Instead of we going to the video, we could go into like contact DJ Rec. You know what I'm saying? Like some kind of like shit like that. You know what I'm saying? We could work on that. Definitely do that. I still got your graphic and all that, so I'll put it together tonight. Or maybe, I can't say tonight. Well, yeah, I don't got to work tomorrow, so yeah, I'll do it tonight, shit like that. So, yeah, definitely.
He said, I got the day off.
Yeah, man. Well, that's the only day off I'm getting until fucking the end of June, bro. You know what I mean?
3 weeks.
Yeah, so I got to make do with what I got.
I see, Lou, man, with the whole boxing thing, man.
Yeah, man, he's getting ready for that middle school, bro. You know what I mean? That's all it comes down to. He's quick with his hands, bro.
I see. I was like, oh, snap.
Nah, he's quick.
He gonna knock out all them bullies, man.
All right. He's quick. He's definitely quick. I wanted to put him in a boxing school, but I'm like, you know what? There's a lot of shit I could do and teach him myself. You know what I'm saying? That the school is only, I don't know, because he was in judo and he learned a lot from judo. You know what I mean? Like, my son will flip you, bro. Like, he'll definitely.
Was he a black belt or he's yellow?
He got to what? I can't even remember what belt he got. It was
this white.
Nah, I know. I think it was orange. I think he got to like orange or some shit like that, like orange or green around there. But he's fucking. You know what I mean? He's nice and polite, but
fucking
you fuck with him.
Flip.
Yeah. Nah, that's why I wanted to incorporate the, you know what I mean, the boxing with it. You know what I'm saying? Because he's good. He got kicks and all that shit. So, you know what I mean? You incorporate a little bit of boxing, headshots and guts and all that other shit and kicks, and it's a wrap.
Oh, it's over.
Yeah. You know what I mean? These kids nowadays, all they want to do is grab anyway. You know what I mean? Like, niggas don't know how to. Niggas be pulling up their pants when they fighting and shit. I see that shit all the time. I'm like, yo.
They're like, I'm getting ready to fight. Pull it up.
I said,
by the time he pulls it up, he's already knocked out.
I said, when you see a nigga reaching for his pants to pull him up, punch him right in his face. Don't give him no fucking time. You know what I mean? Just punch him right in his face. Don't talk and none of that shit. Because in the real world, yo, niggas ain't going to tell you I'm about to punch you in your face. Niggas are going to punch you in your face. You know what I mean? So I say, yo, ain't no talking or fighting. You know what I mean? If somebody put their hands up or they get too close to you in your space, then you know what I mean? You defend yourself, man. And that's all that comes down to. So yeah, but he's been definitely. Shout out to Paul Gotti too, man. Yo, we are waiting patiently for that fucking album to drop, bro.
It was a minute, right?
It's like 2 years in the making or some shit like that.
When he first came into the show.
Yeah, bro, and I'm like, we gone out a couple of times. We talked about it, and he's still like, he's still in the studio doing more trap. I'm like, yo, what else you need, bro? Like,
I mean, he wants to make it.
I understand what he wants to do, and I'm not talking against him. You know what I mean? That's my man. But the world is waiting, bro. You know what I'm saying? And I know he got the product. Just release that shit, bro. That's it. Get the budget for the videos. You know what I mean? Even though you got good videos on stash, you know what I mean? Release your project, man. Please, bro. I'm not talking to criticize you. I'm talking as a fan who wants to fucking hear this shit. He sent me like 5 tracks that didn't make it.
Oh,
that didn't make the album.
If he gonna send you the whole album?
No. He's like, yo, what you think about these? You know what I'm saying? Let me know. I mean, which ones you really feel, and I'll throw it on there too. Not gonna lie to you, they didn't make it for a reason. You know what I'm saying? There's a couple of it. I was like, yo, I don't, you know. Oh shit! Shout out to Tremendous the Great on the check-in. DJ Rex's favorite rapper, Tremendous the Great, brother. You gotta have you come up too, man. You got new material, bro. So yeah, man.
Yeah.
Hopefully this dude calls exactly at 4:15 on the dot, because I don't really know how much more I got to say. Oh, did you see Deadpool yet?
No.
Damn, bro. Did you see Solo?
No. I'm mad. No, I'm mad. I might actually probably see it during this week.
Let me tell you something. Solo.
You saw Solo?
Yeah, of course. It's giant Star Wars.
So, like, is it really like plot? Or was it just like, okay, it's
cool, but some of the things I find was kind of cheesy. Like,
was it a waste of money?
No, definitely not a waste of money. If you're a Star Wars fan, true Star Wars fan, it's not a waste of money. I just didn't like
Childish Gambino.
Nah, he did a good job. I ain't gonna lie to you. I like him because I watch Atlanta. You ain't up on that yet, but I watch Atlanta. I'm a big fan of his. I didn't like. I'm not gonna destroy the whole movie, but I'm just tell you this. I didn't like the way he met Chewbacca. That's it. That's all I'm gonna tell you. Because it was too cliche. Too fucking cliche. And I'm looking at it like, damn, bro, y'all couldn't think of something better to come up with the origin of how they both met. You know what I mean? Like, that's And
Yeah, but they don't have to go into detail, and that would take more time. Wouldn't it?
nah, nigga, they're not even. It was the way it was just so simple. You know what I mean? Like it I don't even want to tell you, but it was like you want to know?
No.
You sure?
Yeah.
You ain't gonna fucking see it. You been watching on bootleg.
Nope. I remember. I used to go to the movies on Tuesdays. Remember that?
I'm just telling you, it's.
But they confirmed that they're making an Obi-Wan.
Of course. I don't know why. I mean, we kind of know the origins of Obi-Wan with the only what they're gonna
Attack
go back
of
to when he's a
Clones,
kid.
Attack of the Clones.
Yeah.
And
When are they gonna go when he was a kid? Like, who wants to know
I
that?
mean, yeah, they wanted to know how Obi-Wan became the Great. And remember
How fucking far is the Force going back? Where they're gonna be in New York City? You know what I mean? Like,
I mean,
Obi-Wan?
but in Attack of the Clones, Obi-Wan's.
He was even young there. It was like in his 20s.
No, he was he was the same age as Anakin.
That's what I'm saying. Like, how much far back you want to go?
They want to show how the Obi-Wan's trainer met him, and they want to make it like the people actually like want to know who he is and how he. I know.
I would rather see a fucking General Grievous movie than.
They actually want to make a Boba Fett movie.
Okay, we got our call. He's on.
Hey, what's going on?
Yo, what's good, C's? How you doing, my brother?
I'm very good. How are you today?
I'm all right, man. Welcome to the Heat Market Radio. We are live on the phone with C's.
Yes, sir. What's happening? What did I miss so far?
No, we was just talking about, when I start the show, I started off with my engineer. We talk a lot of, basic stuff of how this weekend and type shit like that. We don't get into real hip hop convo like me and you got into the other night on the phone, and that was kind of crazy. We didn't really get to finish our talks and shit. You still there?
You hung up.
You hung up?
Hello?
No, I'm here.
Oh,
all right.
It sounds like you hung up.
I just plugged in another speaker so I can hear you guys better.
Okay. You got us now? We clear?
Oh, yeah, we've been clear.
All right. Good. So, yeah, man, let us know a little bit about One World Mag, brother. You know what I mean? How long you been in circulation?
One World Magazine, the physical print magazine, has been in circulation for about almost 2 years now. It was an idea that was born in 2015 and put to life in 2016. We put out 3 issues. Our 4th issue comes out in about 3 weeks. So we just a hip-hop print publication that's just providing a solid platform for independent artists to shine on.
That's dope, man. That's dope. And you're based in Cali, right?
Well, I am physically, but another portion of the team is based in New York and on the East Coast, and we have very loyal soldiers all over the world, actually, and the team just continues to build.
Oh, that's dope, man. That's dope. See, I didn't know that. Did we cover that when we spoke? I don't think we covered that.
No, our conversation was going left, right, and it didn't stay down the middle.
Yeah, definitely. That's cool though, man. All right, so let's talk a little hip hop, man.
Absolutely, I'm ready.
So you want to pick up off where we left off? Because I know we were in the middle of like, as far as like how artists really don't, appreciate producers and stuff like that. Were we on that topic? I think we was.
Absolutely, we spoke about that.
Yeah, definitely. So the scene in L.A., is it, because I mean that's kind of like basically what's happening in New York. How is the artist-producer relationship scene in L.A.?
I believe it's exactly the way it is out there, especially when you say L.A., because I'm from the Bay Area, which is Northern California, which is 6 hours away from L.A.
Okay.
But the point is the way you describe the relationship between the industry and how it treats the producers, even at the almost highest level, how they're treated and how they're mistreated, is pretty much the same structure in L.A. L.A. is actually the biggest scene for rap and hip hop on the West Coast, only being that the biggest corporations that exist in hip hop, if they have an office, they do have one in L.A. So it's just one of those things. The industry, when they talk about West Coast, the first stop is always L.A. So So that structure definitely is alive in LA, but I'm accentuating that to say that it's not necessarily like that in the Bay Area.
Yeah.
That only pertains to the top few people, if that even exists anymore, that follow that structure the way they're being mistreated.
Now, a lot of the artists that you might interview from the Bay or from LA, wherever, are there? You notice that if they are like seeking production from New York producers, or is it just they keep it home?
You know, very good question. And actually, most of these artists today are using their own producers or using that which is familiar to their own circles that they've already created.
Okay.
And so, yes, it is what you said in other words. They're just using their own producers and or themselves and or whatever they get for free and or whatever built them to the point they're at today. But most times it's not a West Coast artist reaching out to producers on the East Coast or even further than out of his own direct area for the most cases. There are those who have already traveled the world, who have already seen other cities, states, and even some other countries. So they have a taste of what the real hip-hop world is about. So those guys probably, and most for surely, reach out to producers probably all over the world.
Definitely.
Whatever, strikes their liking, their ear, that's what they go with.
Dope. And that's kind of it reminded me of something we were talking about too, as far as like, remember we were talking about how well, I asked the question actually to try to get your feedback on what do you feel like in the future if some company automatically makes an app that you can produce your own beats. You think that the producer will fade out essentially? And I remember we kind of went back and forth at that. Like, what's your opinion on that again?
I think in some genres of music, and even within hip hop, it's already like that, without us even realizing it.
Yes.
Auto-tunes has made some pop artists' careers, meaning if they didn't have auto-tunes, they wouldn't have a career in music.
Definitely.
So that's a fact. And so auto-tunes was released to the masses in its latest stages of existence. That program, or whatever it is, it existed in pop music a lot longer before we all got a hold of it, and everyone's abusing it today. So, again, it's what I just said. Some artists' careers are alive today because of a robot mimicking us, what we can do.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I was trying to get at. Like, a lot of people might disagree with me because, there's nothing like having a human being actually programming and and actually producing the track for you. But in the future, I really believe that an artist will just be able to buy an app and get a tailor-made track off of just what he wants, specifically saying, like, all right, well, I need this kind of a kick, or I need a Swiss beat type of a record. And automatically, like it'll be like a Siri, something like a Siri, who will be able to actually, tailor make a track for you. And I believe that's where it's going to come down to. You know what I'm saying? And maybe a producer probably will probably get some kind of a rights over it where, he'll have a synced version. I don't know, somehow, some way. But I believe that the way the technology is going right now, the producer is eventually going to get phased out of the whole equation. He'll still have a purpose, like I said, for those who actually want live production. But essentially, the way it's going right now with kids just using YouTube beats all day long, the next step is for somebody to invent a program like that where they just put in whatever they want and the track will be automatically made for them.
Well, you just triggered something in my mind that we didn't really go down that avenue. The situation you're talking is if we all continue to spiral down in that direction. But if we all can get together right now, today, and say, hey, wait a minute, let us learn to appreciate one half of all of our music, which is the beat.
Definitely.
So, you know what I mean? Let's just take a step backward. And every rapper or MC who claims to be that, a rapper or an MC and with a message as an art form, from their heart, original, creativity,
See,
all of that. If it's still all of that, then there's always an audience who will and always will appreciate the authenticity of the maestro,
Definitely.
the producer.
I agree with you 100%. But like my only issue and my only fear, because, you know what I'm saying, like I always say, is a fear of technology. You know, technology is not going to stop for anybody. And the amount of recognition of what it takes to actually make a track, like from the old school, I'm saying old school, but I'm just talking about the origins of hip-hop. You know, a lot of these kids, they bypass that. You understand? It's like, yo, I'm not going to wait for a producer. I'm not going to pay a producer. That's the biggest issue right now in hip-hop as far as the producers are concerned. Like, nobody wants to pay them.
They're not getting paid.
Yeah.
They're not getting paid.
So who wants to work for free? You understand what I'm saying? You got people that have we had producers that came on the show who's produced for everybody, like the Locks, Jay-Z, any well-known rapper you could name right now. We've had a producer on the show who's worked with these guys and have the same complaint about artists these days. They don't want to pay the producers. And meanwhile, with the credits that they have, you would think that people would just jump at that shit, be like, yo, hell yeah, I want a track from him because he produced for this dude. Meanwhile, nowadays, it's just overlooked and it's being ignored. So what's to stop these dudes, like I said, later on in the future, because these are the guys that are rapping now are going to be the forefathers, you know what I'm saying, like a couple of generations down the road. So the techniques that they're going to use, you understand what I'm saying, are going to be the same techniques that are going to be used, like I said, 4 or 5 generations down the road. So if they're incorporating and they're right now, you know what I mean, utilizing the fact that they could come up with a track without even having a producer, you know what I mean, in the room with them, who's to say that that's not going to keep happening or get worse down the line?
Well, that's inevitable.
Definitely.
That's inevitable with any type of progressive technology that makes things always easier for the user. That's inevitable. But, again, we have to take a step backward and see what that really is. And in today's rapper, new young rapper, or even new rapper, meaning those who just got into it without knowing the heartache and pain and the ups and downs of how it used to be done 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 years ago.
Definitely.
So, again, it's all a learning thing. Honestly, we could probably be hip-hop would be just fine if every rapper who wasn't authentic would fall off the stage and never touch a mic again. We would be all right because we have millions of rappers. That's a fact.
We definitely
There are
do.
millions of recording artists who call themselves MCs and rappers because they have published a song on iTunes.
True. Very true.
Period. So, we could stand to lose 50% of them, and hip-hop would be just fine. Maybe we can clear out all the rubbish. You feel me? And I'm not calling anyone rubbish. I'm just saying, if we're talking this subject and we're talking these specifics, there's multiple audiences in hip-hop. And again, it's all to who you cater to.
Definitely.
If what you're talking about are the new young masses and a majority of the mass media within hip-hop who always want to throw out the newest, latest, greatest because that's how they get paid.
Definitely. But
So,
that's the overall goal. Is, you know, everybody wants to get paid. So for me, it's like
Right.
by any means necessary. That's what these guys are doing.
Well, again, are all the rappers who have published the song on iTunes, are they all getting paid? Most of them are not. Most of them ain't making no money. That's a fact.
Yeah, but I mean,
So,
you got to consider. You got to also consider what. All right. Well. All right. For
I think
instance.
go ahead.
No, go ahead. No, you go ahead.
No, I'm ready for you. I have no further.
No, I was just saying, you know, because some of them, you know, a lot of people, well, these rappers, I know, for instance, I know a couple who don't have 9 to 5s and rely on this as their only income. So if they could promote their stuff or whatever, and even to their neighborhood boys or whatever the case, to go and buy the album or whatever, they generate little $200. You know what I mean? If that, you know what I'm saying? They some of them are content with that, you know, and then they'll just figure out, you know, well, we'll just keep putting new music and then keep on getting people to do it. A lot of people are content with just the platform and the level they're on right now. You understand? So, I mean, I don't see a lot of them looking at it as like a progression thing or even trying to, you know what I mean? Like hit labels. I'm not gonna speak for everybody. You know what I'm saying? Not everybody. I'm just saying I'm going by a couple that I know. You know what I'm saying? Personally, that they're doing this on that level. You understand? Like they really don't believe like, yo, you know what, a label ain't gonna, I'm tired of looking for labels, and if I could generate just this little bit off of it with a little bit of merchandise that I got, I'm straight. You understand? So, I mean,
I agree with that, but that's the level we are all on simply by default.
Definitely.
So, you feel me?
Yeah,
so,
definitely.
Me being who I am, One World Magazine, Mr. Caesar doing this, I've been doing this for 20 years. I did a magazine before this called Explosive Magazine. We put out 21 issues from 1999 to 2012.
That's dope.
So, you know, I've interviewed 1,000 rappers, and it's probably been more. Point is I'm not new to this, and what I'm looking for in an artist to put on my platform is one who wants to progress, one who is comfortable at where they're at, but is ready to take it to the next level.
Dope. So
period.
Let me ask you.
Now that next level might only be selling 200 and making just a little bit more than they did last time. But at least they're making it somewhere new.
That's dope.
In another region, in another state, in another city, in another circle. That's growth.
Definitely
so is. That's my point. So you're 1,000% right with everything you're saying, and it's going to inevitably go down that path for the masses and for those who simply are in this as a fad and are doing it simply because they can.
So let me ask you this, Mr. C's.
Yes, sir.
How do you feel about what we're doing on this show for hip hop? As far as, you know what I mean, like, as far as trying to help that cause being eradicated.
Well, it's going to take. I support what you're doing 1,000%. Introducing quality producers with new, up-and-coming, young and hungry, and even just simply new artists. They don't got to be young. They can just be new.
Definitely.
You know what I mean? Because age don't mean shit.
At all.
Because there's an audience for every type of spit. So
definitely.
That's for real. I mean, you got juggalos, you got, you know what I mean? You can go up and down the spectrum of hip-hop. You can just, you feel me? It's just all the way to what you hear on the radio out there to what you hear on the radio out here. It's all a spectrum. But what's crazy is most of that is not what I fuck with.
Definitely.
You feel me? And it's same with you.
Definitely.
So, again, it's just up to us, people like us, to unite and get our messages out there. Let people know that there are alternative platforms who do support the people they put on wholeheartedly, not just for likes, views, or pennies, or whatever the heck we all get out of it. I'm serious about what I'm doing. You're serious about what you're doing. The platform we've created, each of us, is original.
Definitely.
And that's why they're alive today.
Definitely.
Otherwise, we'd be struggling.
Definitely. And man, let me tell you something, bro. I really appreciate you reaching out, man. And I mean, responded to my reaching out to you. And like I said, bro, anything you want to do, anything you want to, you know what I mean? We definitely here supporting you. I know you said you coming to New York. As soon as you come to New York, you know, you got to touch down on the show. And we're going to get a full interview, because right now I definitely I gotta cut this one a little bit short. We got artists waiting for us. But it It was a pleasure talking to you, man. Please let them know where you can find your magazine and all your social medias, please, my brother.
Absolutely. Yeah, Twitter, Facebook, and especially one of the hottest Instagram pages on Instagram is at the #1 World Magazine. Just type in One World Magazine, especially on Instagram, and you're going to find all exclusive content. It's just crazy. Again, One World Magazine covers all genres of hip-hop. We're proud of it. And check out our website. It's we refresh the information every 2 weeks. OneWorldMag.com. OneWorldMag.com. And the magazine physically, you can get it at ratbay.com right now because the copies are almost sold out everywhere. We are on store shelves at airports, newsstands, bookstores, wherever they still sell hip-hop magazines. Just ask. If not, just look for One World Magazine.
Dope, man. Thank you, y'all. It's a pleasure talking to you, my brother C's. And
likewise, blessings.
Yeah, definitely, man. If you could, man, try to get us a little interview on your mag, man, if you can, bro.
Absolutely. We're going to continue this in big ways. You'll see.
Definitely do. And like I said, man, let me know. Well, I'm going to call you after the show and let you know. You know what I mean? And you let me know when you get into New York, bro. We could definitely touch down. All right?
Absolutely.
Thank you, C's. Appreciate you, my brother.
Thank you.
All right, bro. With that being said, DJ Rec, let's get into a quick video, and then we're going to come back with our artist, Last Will. This is the Heat Market Radio. I am Shay Diggs. Let's go, brother.
Yeah, it's the call. I know what it is. For my changes to space services. I ain't never can't fuck with a hater. Gotta say I'm getting great by the day. Do me a favor, stay out of my way. When you gotta get lanes, not do this today. If I was cocaine, they would bring me by the A. These baby by the way, I was raised by the A. And ever since Jay High, that's why I got soul. I don't know why they lie. They lie Vega. I'm street sign for the east side. Well, ain't nothing bonita. Y los chinos boricua, work for me clica. Anything for Salinas, this is my B-side. Put a piece on my neck, this is my peace sign. Pussy pimp, Pepsi and pizza. Recipe for the Grim Reaper, can't keep up. I ain't got time for no hit. All I got time for is paper. I pull it up like a lick. Purple and yellow my flick. I can tell you who I am. I can tell you who you are. But I ain't never been a hater. I ain't never been a hater. Back at it again. Back in the back with the bench. Came back with a friend. And a ball from the back, cash for the win. Catching my second win. This your day of reckoning. I be very reckless. Wrecking no records. Nigga represent. I recommend you guess again. You know they flexing. Niggas don't stretch you. These bitches don't stretch you. Your mama won't kiss you. Nigga, what's the issue? Pistols gonna hit you, split you. Rip through tissue. Should've never rhymed this, not a mission. Shit, I wish you the best though, cause I'm in the best mode. Comfortable with checks, feel like Presto. I hate following the dress codes. You acting petty about the peso. The bully be base host. Stay high but I lay low. The lady killer, I should drive in Durango. Fuck it what I say go. I ain't got time for no hit. All I got time for is paper. I pull it up like a lick. Purple and yellow my flick. I can tell you who I am. I can tell you who you are. But I ain't never been a hater. I ain't never been a hater. I stepped up, you stepped down like a stepchild. Everybody said it from the game. You been running for a minute now. Boss talk when you talk shit and your whole flow is just hand me down. Pause, really always had the sauce. To the finish line. You hear them horns now? New Jesus. You hear this new sound? New pop, new Jeezy. New God with this new throne. Talk to me on your platform. They don't know if I'm black or white. These tattoos on two-tone. With the engine, particular with the homicide. Pretty need to be the president, just another level I can move wide. You ain't expect that. Watch the door with my baby girl. So addicted to this lifestyle that she got bricks in her backpack. You didn't catch that? Ayy, I know you don't know. Wait, cause you didn't sell crack. Wait, thought you were Uggs on? Yeah, that's just for surfboards. Wait, you don't want no smoke. NBA young boy. Yo, Johnny, bring that motherfucking shit back. We culture.
One, two. Yeah, we got. Finally, man, we got a great MC / gamer / I don't even know what else, but a lot more we're gonna find out about right now. We got Last Will in the building.
Yo.
Make some noise for Last Will, yeah. Oh, Crosby, yeah. Forgot about that, yo. You know, Felice, right?
Yeah, Celise. I know Celise. He actually manages a vapor lounge right up the block from where I live. Shout out to that.
He's been on the show. He's a good dude, man.
Yeah, cool dude.
Definitely a good dude.
And Brandon, you know Brandon Rose?
I know of him. I don't technically associate myself with him, but I know of him.
Word?
There's a lot of rappers out there. There's a lot of rappers doing their thing out there.
I thought there was like a Thugs like Unity or some shit like that.
More or less. You know, with me, it's I kind of like to start my own wave and kind of stay out my way, mind my business, do my shit. You know, because a lot of things that people speak on today and what's cool is not what I'm on. Definitely. You know what I'm saying? I'm real true to self, and I'm real authentic with what I speak. Dope. So if I don't feel that you're in that area, you know what I'm saying, I kind of just I don't even want too many features in my journey either. You know, I want people to pay more attention to me than the guy featured. You know what I'm saying?
So let me ask you this then, because I reached out to you a while back.
A
while back. And I was like, yo, I mean, I was feeling your shit a lot at that time when I first, because I can't, don't ask me, I'm horrible with names, whatever, but it was a song that you had. You was walking by a fence. I don't know if it's like a school fence or something like that. It was like a video you had put up on Instagram, and then I went and saw the shit on, I think it was on YouTube, if I'm not mistaken. But I know I seen it. The song was dope. You know what I mean? And that caught my attention right there. And that's when I wanted you. What was the delay in coming up to the show?
All right, so pretty much for me is like I'm very like OCD, real disciplined. Dope. You know what I'm saying? During that time, well, initially I started rapping in 2015. Okay. I started playing with it. 2016, it wasn't up until 2016 when I was like, yo, it's time to take this serious, ready to go. You know what I'm saying? And the way I have a blueprint that I follow, so everything's more or less in steps. So I pace myself. I'm real patient. You know, with the substance that I speak on, I know it's gonna be hard to get to the masses. Definitely. I know I'm gonna have to go through the struggles and, you know, take my time with things. So more or less with that, my discipline came from, okay, let me try to build my digital fan base first. Okay. You know what I'm saying? That's why I haven't even done shows yet. Okay. You know, because I don't want to go do a show and only have 10 people show out. You know what I'm saying? Smart. Although it's good to get your stage performance, so shout out to the people that do that. Definitely. But I look at people to like Nav. His first show was in Coachella. You know what I'm saying? So I'm looking at that plateau, I think, for the future. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to take time to basically build up freestyles, build up my vault, do things around the music. Okay. And when it's time to execute that year, which is now, then I'll start reaching back out to the people that were showing me love throughout my journey. And that's why I started here. I'll
be honest with you, I really appreciate that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
and
you're ready.
Definitely. And it kind of like caught me by shock because you didn't answer me on Instagram. You text me, right? You text me.
Yeah.
And I was like, at first I was like, who the fuck is this? But then because I remembered, like, once I seen Last Will, I was like, yeah, this dude I was trying to get a long time ago. And it shocked me, bro. And I'm not gonna lie to you, out of a little part of me, out of animosity, was like, yo, this motherfucker made me wait all this time. Let me respond to him back in June. You know what I mean? Late June. Yeah. But I was like, nah,
I appreciate that.
I knew your caliber of lyricism, and you know what I mean. And I knew there was a lot more to you just by listening to your content, because there's some other joints that you dropped that I was listening to. I think it was the latest video you put out.
Recently it was in the schoolyard. Yeah.
Yes, that. The subject matter in there, and then the way you was spitting, like I was like, wow, you know what I mean? I gotta really,
I was definitely talking personally.
Yes, you was, and I knew that, and that's what, to me, I zero in on that on any MC when I could feel their personal struggles in their music, because now I know that they're using the music as a form you know what I mean, therapy. That's how I always figure everything. You understand? Music is a form of therapy. Anything you do,
For sure.
you know what I mean, whether it be working out, whether it be beats, whatever, that's like a form of therapy to get over whatever you're going through internally.
Yeah, I always say this, like, you know, more or less, it's like you either doing it for one or two things. Either you passionate about what you're doing, your art form, or you're doing it for a check. And now, if you're doing it for a check, that's why people jump on these waves and do things quickly like this and kind of give up their image. You know, sign those little 360 deals.
Of course.
And, you know, lose it all from there. So me, like I said, you know, patience is key. Just pace yourself. Don't fall into anybody else's journey. Just focus on you, you know what I'm saying?
Let me tell you something, my brother. If you keep it, well, I know you will, because you're still young and you definitely, I know you, whoever's guiding you.
I'm still a little ignorant.
Nah. Well, yeah, I don't know that personally about you. Well, as far as this aspect and how you're handling in your whole career and everything, if you maintain that same mind state, bro, I think you will go further than a lot of dudes, because if you got it this early and you know what I mean, and you're focused like this with how you want your career, like a lot of people, they don't follow their premonitions. You understand what I'm saying? They go on instinct.
Or they do, and then they kind of sway away from the road.
Yeah, because you got outside entities always coming in and trying to, you know what I mean, distort your visions. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, nah, let's do it this way because my man did it and he's on. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, it's that peer pressure.
Exactly.
It's with anything. You know,
exactly.
With anything.
I'm pretty sure you like you said, you haven't done the live show yet, and I'm pretty sure that you already aware of these bullshit ass promoters that are telling you to come up and pay for your performance, sell tickets. You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure you're aware of that.
Be careful with that. Yeah. There's a couple of spots that will rig you. You know what I'm saying?
It's more than a couple, bro.
You might get a slot that says, "Yo, we starting at 7." Next thing you know, you're going up at 12 midnight. By that time, you're demotivated. You know what I'm saying?
Not only that, man, it's the pay for play shit that distorts my whole image of even want to be, would advise anybody to participate at.
Well, you see, that's why I respect, you know, a guy like you that gives people a platform, and it's like free of charge.
Definitely.
This is all love. It's all genuine. You know what I'm saying? So if I'm gonna do shows, I'm not trying to charge people $50 at the door, because I just want you to hear me. I'm just trying to get out there. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely. Salute to you for that, bro. Make some noise for that, DJ Ray. That was a really good answer, bro. Really. And we get a lot of people up there. You know what I mean? And there's like a lot of things. Pretty much.
Yo, shout out to that Fox coat, yo. That's what
Yes,
I peeped last week. I ain't gonna lie, it caught my attention like whoop.
Yes, sir.
You know, he's speaking some shit right there. You know?
Yeah. Oh, you caught the whole show?
Nah, I didn't catch the whole show. I'm not gonna lie to you, I ain't catch
you
the
just
show.
caught the Instagram clip?
Where he was speaking. You know what I'm saying? Because for the most part, when I'm on social media, I'm really there to just speak my truth and kind of get off. I don't want to consume myself too much into it. So, you know, when I do scroll through my timeline and I see something, I'm like, let me hear it. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't really even listen to music myself. Like, you catch me with headphones and I'm not even listening. I'm listening to myself, my thoughts, you know?
That's dope,
throughout the day.
And that was a portion of the freestyle. Like we were talking about earlier. There's
hearing you about
there's a lot more. I'll probably put it out tonight or whatever. But if you get a chance,
definitely gonna look into it. Gonna look into it.
And you can catch it on YouTube too. The whole interview. Like, he's a smart dude. You know what I mean? Like, and what I like about him is that to the average person, they would be like, "Oh, he's too cocky" or whatever. And it's not that. It's confidence. You know what I'm saying?
That's not what you know. With the way I see it, sorry to cut you off. The way I see it with the whole image thing, you got to try to look beyond that. Definitely. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you really expect yourself, you don't even know yourself. How you expect to learn this person through virtual shit? You know what I'm saying? And that's what the government kind of took us away from. They distract our minds. They drown us out, and we can't even have an interpersonal conversation no more.
Yeah.
You know
That's why I like, all right.
Don't judge a book by its cover, for real.
Never, bro. Never. That's why I like to do in-depth like interviews. I don't even consider my shit like interviews. You know what I'm saying? I just like to speak to brothers. You know what I mean?
And it's comfortable.
And if this be the platform, I gotta take it on whatever. You know what I'm saying? My whole thing is to try to not educate, but just give my little bit of advice, in my opinion, and do whatever I can to help artists out. Like, that's why we get these producers. You know what I mean? These producers are with it. You know what I mean? Like, to come in here, and I'm talking about, there's been Grammy Award winning producers on this show. You know what I mean? That work with regular artists. You know what I'm saying? Like, artists just from around the way.
Right
yeah,
there, you know
it definitely is.
We don't got none of that in New York,
my dude.
It's separated.
And it's if let me tell you something. If any manager you might know of, anybody that you might know of that can get a producer of that caliber in the same room with you and for free and let you rock on one of his tracks for free, hands down, bro, then I ain't doing what I'm supposed to be doing. Because real talk, so far we've had success with, you know what I mean, with these producers actually collaborating with the artists. You know what I mean? That's what the show internally and externally is all about.
Yeah,
you know
that's
what I mean?
what you were speaking on with, One World Mag.
Yeah, definitely, definitely.
He's
a good
that was
dude
a good
too.
conversation. Shout out to that.
Yeah,
With
definitely.
that whole producer thing,
Yeah, that's what I wanted to get into.
Yeah,
right
the way
now.
I look at this whole producer thing is like, producers need to understand, like, you either have to do what you're kind of forced. It's not like an artist. You know what, an artist, like, I could create my own substance, my lyricism. There's a lot that goes into when you're outspoken. But when you're behind the lens and you're kind of working on the beats, you're kind of forced to go with the waves. You know what I'm saying? It's very hard to stick to, like, say what you can't be another Alchemist. You know what I'm saying? In today's era, it's hard to be another Alchemist. So yeah, you're gonna have to do shit for free. It's up to you to kind of be a visionary at this point and say, okay, what am I gonna do for free for this person, knowing that he's gonna hit this plateau? If you don't see that in him and he don't see that in himself, don't even waste your time. You have to. You know what I'm saying? As a producer, it's kind of crazy.
See, all right, this is where we gonna go at. I make beats too. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't necessarily categorize myself as a producer, because a producer does a whole lot than what I do.
Yeah, they got you.
Yeah. So I haven't reached that realm yet. Back in the days I produced an EP on Wax Records. You know what I mean? Like, really at that time. But I haven't done that in so long, so I don't even I don't put myself in that category. Okay. But I'll put it to you this way, bro. And it's one, all right. You can't have one without the other. You can't have a record without a producer.
Not.
You can't have a record without an MC. No. Now, if you have a budget, now I dig what you're saying on a certain level. Like, as far as you being an independent artist, you don't have a machine behind you. You understand what I'm saying? So yeah, of course. But now if I understood you correctly, you can't really expect a producer who's made songs for like top notch, you know what I mean, artists, to say, yo, you know what, I'll give you these tracks for free and see what happens.
No, definitely not when you at that level.
Okay.
Right?
So, all right, now, the producer...
I don't expect a Metro Boomin to come down here and come over and be like, oh, yeah, look at that kid from down there.
It just won't happen.
You got to get your...
Unless he's on this show. If he's on this show, then you know you're getting the track.
Fly,
for free. Yeah. But realistically, if I'm a producer from around the way, I definitely wouldn't be like, yo, you know what, I got to charge you for this track. Depending, though. You understand what I'm saying? Because
it depends on the vibe, too. It depends on what type of person you are, too, as a producer. What are you doing it for, a check? Are you passionate? You know,
not just the check, though. Not just the check. You know, you got to realize, too, these dudes are consuming a hell of a lot of electricity in their crib.
That's a
you know what I mean? They got rent. You know what I mean? So a lot of they shit they making in their houses, you don't know how long it took them to make. You understand what I'm saying? So sometimes it might be artists to come through, you know what I mean? And it's like, yo, you just hit me off with a little something, you can keep it, whatever. Now, with the age of technology and how, you know what I mean, these dudes put up websites where you could lease their beats, you know what I mean, for 50 or 20. I don't know what the prices are, whatever, but they're reasonable prices.
They are reasonable.
You understand? Yeah. So, and then you have the alternative route, which is the YouTube. You know what I'm saying? And
jump on the free. That's usually the wave I'm on. I'm gonna keep it a buck with you.
All right, now.
But that's because I'm not really looking for the profit. You know what I'm saying? If I'm gonna start profiting off of my music, which I'm not even looking towards right now, I'm just looking towards expanding my establishment. That's when I'll dive into that and say, okay, I really stick my ear to it because now I'm paying for it on top of that. Like, me personally, like, I could just jump on anything. So it's not very hard to find a beat that is like, oh, cool. Like, okay, are they going to rock with this? They going to shake their head to this? Let me just walk on it now. As opposed to, like, if I'm doing a project and I'm going to put something together, I want it to be as authentic as possible. So, yeah, I want to pay the producer and give him that credibility, which I did previously.
I would just say this to you, and this is a little bit of advice. You know what I'm saying? If you can find a producer to your liking, right, who would want to work with you on not just one project, but actually want to tailor make, let's say, an EP. You want to put out an EP, right? I would advise you find one producer and see how that experience goes. The only reason why I'm saying this is because I always compare, like, and I'll always do it, and I know niggas are probably tired of hearing me say it, but I always compare somebody's project, whether it be an EP, whether it be an album, to having a good girl and having a prostitute. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You have a prostitute. That means you have a whole bunch of producers coming in, raping you. You know what I mean? Like as far as making your music, you know what I mean? Just
Can't
for
even
sales
find
or
your sound
whatever.
that way either.
Huh? Yeah, you will never be able to
Can't
because
find your sound.
you're having a whole bunch of people manipulate you. You understand what I'm saying? To opposed to where you have a good girl who you have a nice producer who works with you. You know what I mean? Who tailor makes his music specifically for you. Now, that beauty means that y'all creating it together. You creating the project together with him. You understand what I'm saying? I'll give you a perfect example. Gnarls Barkley. You know what I'm saying? CeeLo. You know who that is, right?
Nah.
All right. From Goody Mob? Nah. Too far back.
Put me on.
He's with a crew from what was that? Dungeon Family, right? That's it's like a part of Outkast. You heard of Outkast, right?
Oh yeah, of course, yeah.
Well, he's like they have like this whole crew. It's almost like a Wu-Tang type of shit. Well, they're like a champion. They're like a chapter of a Goody Mob, right? He makes records with them. He has his own project, CeeLo Green. You know what I mean? Where I know you heard his songs.
It's like joint ventures, you know what I'm saying?
Fuck with you.
Like,
You never heard of I Don't Fuck With You? What's that?
I wouldn't
what's that
really
record?
know. Like you
Nope.
gotta play shit for me.
Give me a CeeLo record. Fuck you. You never heard that one?
Oh no. Nah.
Let's talk about a girl.
Nah.
You've heard it. Believe me, you heard it. If you've listened
Yeah, if
to
you
it,
play that shit, I'll probably be like, damn, yeah, I heard it.
CeeLo was like one of the only artists that sampled the Star Wars theme song.
Nah.
Nah, he won't get it from that.
Hell
That
no.
song right there, though. If he hears a little bit of that song, he'll know. Anyway, my point is this: he has so many dimensions, right? He'll do songs with Goody Mob, which every verse on his verses are incredible. He'll do his project CeeLo Green, incredible. Then he has this shit that he works with this dude named Danger Mouse, right?
Okay.
Him and him alone. Just CeeLo is gonna. He don't even use CeeLo.
Oh,
He
so
don't
he
go
keeps
by
it
his-
more on the personal. He got different things going on, but he builds
This
a
one-
personal bond between what he's
that
doing.
one, yeah, that project that he does is so personal. And when you hear the project, bro, I recommend you do that when you leave here, whatever, if you can.
Yeah, put me on whatever. Yeah,
definitely.
put me on. I got an open ear, you know what I'm saying? That's how I learn, through people.
Definitely.
You know,
When
so-
you hear his two projects, I think they have 2 albums out, if I'm not mistaken. It might be 3, I'm not sure. But every song on there, you could see how it's so many different levels. And you could tell that they both feed off of each other. Producer feeds off him.
That's
and
the
he
funnest
feeds
part,
off.
though.
Yeah.
That's the fun part.
But you'll never
what I'm saying?
get that kind of, you know what I mean? That
If you
that-
always switching it up and
Exactly.
looking. Yeah, but when you had mentioned producers, I kind of went into like beat maker. Like I
Yeah,
was,
definitely,
more on
definitely,
that. As
definitely.
far as a producer, shout out to my producers. I got my little brother, Truly Lou.
Dope.
And I also got somebody in Harlem, Mr. Toka, which is more of on the Latin side of things.
Dope.
And the reason I kind of hooked up with him is because, I'm Puerto Rican and Italian, so I don't see a lot of Puerto Ricans in the game and all that, so I figured I'd jump into that realm.
They did, though.
Maybe I can learn some Spanish through the artists on that end. You know what I'm saying? Spanish is popping right now, too.
Of course. So
Yeah.
you want to transition to making...
No. I can't really speak Spanish. You know
no,
what I'm
not
saying?
you. I'm saying, but do you want to...
Yeah, I like to work with a Spanish artist and
Dope.
things like that, and
Dope,
be around
dope.
that type of vibe. You know what I'm
Dope.
saying?
That's dope. That's dope.
Because that's what's really pushing the envelope. You go to a club, you go to a lounge, what they listening to? Throw on a Drake record, a Future record, maybe Meek Mill, and then boop, right into Spanish real quick.
all the time.
You know?
All the time. And it's getting up to that level where Hot 97 is playing that shit. You know what I mean? Like they played that.
They playing Bad Bunny and
yeah.
and Nick and
Nicki.
Cardi B.
Yep. And that, it's slowly taking up. That's why I was telling. We trying to incorporate that too in the show. I want to get more Spanish rappers that just spit in Spanish. You know what I mean? And I'll
Yeah, that
have-
shit sound fire. I don't
It
know what
is.
they saying, but the flow, you catch the melody and all that, the flows. You could
Believe me, they are saying
you
some
could take
shit.
some shit from them.
They're definitely equal talented as English
And their
MCs.
beats be fire too. It be trappish.
And they be having a struggle too because they look at Bad Bunny's a prime example. He before he even came to the States and
Was he
everything.
working at like a grocery store? I'm not.
Yeah, he was working at a grocery store. He started rapping young.
Yeah.
And he in Puerto
Where
Rico.
he's from? PR? Not here,
He's
right?
Puerto Rican. He's
But
straight from PR. He's from Bonte. He's like straight. He did not get no airtime until like what he was like in his teens.
Yeah,
That
but you
nigga
look
was
at it, you
struggling.
look at
Look
it.
at him now. But now they starting to fuck with him because that's the reggaeton artist that got locked up. What's his name?
well.
Tempo?
They said that that Bad Bunny was biting off of Tempo's swag. So now
everybody's always biting off each other when somebody make it.
They trying to put Bad Bunny down because Bad Bunny's blowing up. Him and Asuna is the only two.
If I would say anybody that was biting off a Tempo would be Concuela, some shit like that. I forgot his name. He sounds just like Tempo, and they were going at it. They were definitely going at it. But there's nobody like Tempo. Tempo's that nigga's the real truth. And niggas
like,
know that.
You never expect a Spanish artist to come to the States and be like, yo, they really like my music here. I thought it was just Puerto Rico. Wrestlers even love him. Yeah, you see Ric Flair and all of them.
Once your music makes it in New York, you know you made it. Once it's on New York Airways, you know you made it. Because, I'm originally from Austin, Texas. I was living out there for like a good year when I was like 13.
Wow.
And, throughout that time, I was chopped and screwed. That type of genre of music was popping. Paul Wall, like all those type of
sitting sideways.
But here I am thinking like, yo, this shit booming, da-da-da. I'm speaking to people in New York, they didn't even hear these artists. You know what I'm saying? It hasn't even reached New York yet. It's just popping on this side. I'm like, damn. But people's making money out here on this side. So just imagine when your shit start globally going, them streams, everything like that.
So let's change the tempo a little bit, bro.
What's up?
We started off a little bit, and you caught Rex's attention, and his eyes open. I never seen this dude get so interested in my life and the artists that came in here when we started speaking about gaming. Let us know a little bit about your gaming history.
Let's jump into the gaming. So initially, how gaming started for me, I would say back in 2006 when the Xbox 360 dropped. My uncle had it.
The greatest system ever.
Yeah, he was actually into PlayStation, but he had bought that too. He was one of those dudes that want to just grab every system.
But at that time, 360 was like the greatest console for competitive.
Oh yeah. Once even the controller, the way it was formatted, it's made for shooting games. You know what I'm saying? So, anyways, he would consume himself with more like PlayStation and MLB The Show, which is the only game that I would play on PlayStation. And I was like, yo, let me get that Xbox. You know what I'm saying? Let me start playing with it. Initially, the first game was called Lost Planet. It came with the deal, and I'm not a campaign dude. I'm really competitive. You know what I'm saying? This is why I like hip hop, because hip hop should be competitive. I like competing, so I went straight into the multiplayer. I started getting my name up in that. My name was Renegade H2O at that time. I was like, okay, cool.
DJ Rec is copying that right now.
But that game also didn't have like a big impact on the multiplayer scene. So I was like, okay, let me see what I could dive into. I started seeing Halo pop off. They started having tournaments for like MLG. You know what I'm saying? You're seeing that people can make a living off the game. I'm like, okay, what else is out there? And I kind of just dove my nose into Call of Duty. And like I said, no campaign. I just went straight into the multiplayer. From there, I linked up with a couple of dudes that were from Jersey, like not too far out, but they were definitely older than me. Because during this time, I was only like 12, 13 years old, you know what I'm saying? So I'm playing with dudes that are 15, 16, basically telling me what to do. I'm trying to learn how to socialize and kind of pick up ways of speaking as well, and, try to translate the slang because people be sounding different over the game. But, I kind of... At first, it started casual. Yeah. And then I started realizing I'm putting like damn near 8-9 hours a day into playing this game, and I'm like, yo, something gotta give now, because I got my mother coming in here screaming at me like, get off the game. And what's the point of getting screamed at? I'm not even doing nothing or profiting off this game. You know what I'm saying? So I created my own team.
Let me ask you this. I don't want to cut you.
No, go ahead.
Did you actually know, like, yo, you know what? Or how, no, not even that. Let's scratch that. How the hell did you convince your mom to say, yo, you know what? There's a future in this, opposed to, mom, this is just entertainment. You know what I mean? Because that, me as a parent, I'm just giving you my perspective as a parent.
That's what's up. I need the other side of the fence.
When I see my son playing, and he gets down too, bro. Like I bought him the glowing headset. Like it has some computer shit on the side. Like, you know what I mean? He's a PlayStation head. He got the 4, the newest one. I forgot which one it was. Shit that cost the most to me. Like I never paid that much for a system and games and controls and all that. How do you convince your mom? You know what I'm saying? Because like I know, for instance, he was telling me, Dad, what was it? He wants to go on live or something.
Xbox Live. Yeah.
No. On PlayStation. there's something where he's playing, but he's playing on like a platform where it's live.
Oh, he
or
wants to
like
he wants to
that.
Twitch. He wants to stream for Twitch.
Yeah. So he did it yesterday for the first time and whatever. And I'm like I said, bro, I look at it like it was, for me growing up, I had the Atari 2600. You know what I mean? I had the little shit, but it was
on like Nintendo and things like
yeah,
that.
it was
Genesis,
recreation for me.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, how do you convince your mom, like, yo, this is a future, and there's you know what I mean? I want to do this professionally. How do you do that?
Honestly, I don't really think I convinced her. It was more or less like, I think she saw the positive side to it. Like, okay,
he's home.
My boy is home.
Yeah.
He's home. He's safe.
That's how I
know
feel.
what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's a great thing that if you know that your son is a gamer, it gets him. It's like you says, it gets him out of the streets, and then at the same time, you know that a lot of people in the community will support him instead of making fun of a gamer. They will support him, be like, yo, you know, I see how you shooting. You know, maybe we could do a session and do a one-on-one, or you could come.
It builds
join.
character.
It builds confidence and character in your son.
Let me tell you something. That I understand because he's his friends in the school. You know what I mean? Kids that he never really hung out with or whatever. Like his social life is becoming a little bit more stronger because of that. You know what I mean? Because he plays with a lot of dudes online from his school, and he actually knows them. Opposed to dudes like. That was one thing I was against. Like, yo, who the fuck you playing with this grown ass man? You know what I mean? In the background.
Yeah.
So I was weary of that shit. Like, yo, you know what, man? You know what I mean? I'm kind of feeling it, whatever. But he loves Call of Duty. I got him the new one. Yeah, he loves
probably Fortnite.
I had to slow him down with the Grand Theft Auto because he was like really heavy on that. And at one point I was like,
those are one of those games that I kind of looked at too. Like, damn, is this even out right now? But.
They making so much DLCs for that. They making so much money just for a DLC.
Yeah, because I walked in the room and dudes talking about smoking
with the industry,
dust.
like putting out a clown, you know, and promoting drugs, sex, and violence.
The gaming is just like the gaming is just like the music industry. Yeah. You can put out something. You can pull out a DLC. You can pull out a character, and no matter what, you get a negative feedback or a positive feedback on anything. Definitely. So you can be like you with the music and producing and everything, and your son could be the gamer. It's the same thing.
Listen, I don't have nothing against it. You know what I'm saying? I want him to follow the path. Now I'm speaking to you more about this. You know what I'm saying? And I hope we stay in touch because I want you to give him some advice too.
Definitely, I'll be back too.
And you definitely coming back. But I just like I said, man, because he watches a lot of Corey Kenshin, these guys and stuff like that. I don't know if you know who Corey Kenshin is. He's like a big gamer. He plays all kind of games or whatever, and they took him to he played from Five Nights at Freddy a lot, and they took him to, it was an exhibit in L.A. for Five Nights at Freddy, and I think it was Disney World out there, something like that. It was a whole. He met the creator. He went to he wound up going to Kevin Hart's son's birthday party.
Yeah, you see, there's a lot of networking that comes behind it too.
And he sees that, and he's like, yo. But for me, he's into the gaming aspect too, and he's into that. So I'm like, yo, you know what? I'm gonna support him no matter what he does. You understand what I'm saying? I just didn't want him. You know what I mean? Like
you
going
was looking
down
at the modern aspect
exactly.
too. Like, yo, I gotta watch over. There's a lot of predators and creeps out here.
Exactly. Look at Drake. Drake. He had there was a guy on YouTube who does streaming for Fortnite, and he had a little kid on him with his game, and he goes, he's a very big on YouTube, and he was playing with him, and he just said, yo, subscribe to this kid. And less than 5 minutes, the kid had over 1 million subscribers.
I believe that.
And one of the.
I think you're talking about Ninja.
Yeah.
The dude named Ninja.
Yeah. And then Drake
he was like, yo, I throw you 10K if you come in first place real quick. And he was like, word.
Even Drake got on it. It was tweeting on Twitter. Drake got on it. Drake plays Fortnite. Meek Mill. All these rappers play.
All right, that's dope.
Yeah, it's definitely commercial. It's a commercial game.
All right, let's switch gears a little bit, you know what I mean?
Yeah, we switch gears. Yeah,
it's
keep
dope.
Jumping over. Yeah,
it's dope. It's dope. So I really respect the game.
So tell us about the Last Supper.
Oh, the Last Supper, more or less, that's just like a freestyle series that I put out on a random Sunday of each month. You know what I'm saying? More or less, that's like light bars to me, the way I look at it. But I have my brother. He holds the camera, which we do it straight off the iPhone. I look for the beat, so he mixes and engineers it for me. He also edits the video as well.
This is one Sunday a month.
This is one Sunday a month that I just throw it out. Sometimes I record previously, so I could kind of just choose what date to drop them and things like that. But more or less, that's just a series kind of just to keep me afloat. You know what I'm saying? While I do things behind the scenes, because all last year I was with Mr. Toka, in Harlem, and every Thursday I was going over there and dropping at least a track or two. Full-length track, you know what I'm saying? Dope. But I would just vault it. So right now I probably got 30 tracks in the vault that are ready to go.
That's good.
Now the reason why I don't put it out is because I kind of want an investor, a promotional target, kind of jump into the publicist game. Because what's the point of putting out mixtapes and hits and it's just staying right there? You're not really you gravitate in a gradual audience, but it's like you're putting all this time and effort and you're kind of at the same plateau. So that's why I just put out freestyles for right now. Kind of just to gain the scope of the people in the audience, and I mix it on my Instagram. I throw a couple personality videos and kind of let you know who I am as well throughout my journey, and let that correlate with each other.
Can I just give you some advice too, though?
Yeah.
All right. I respect that. I do. We were just talking about my man Paul Gotti. I don't know if you ever heard of him.
Nah.
He has tracks, right?
Yeah.
And he has music. Put it like that. And he has good music, and he has music with well-known artists. You know what I mean? Battle rappers. He has music with your rapper's favorite rapper. You know what I mean? Like he has it.
Yeah.
And he's been working on his EP. What is it? Album? EP? Album for since we started.
2 years.
I want to say 2 years.
2 years.
And it doesn't drop anything. So we're like, yo, you know what? I mean.
He has mad features. Yeah, like Fred the Godson, Chris Rivers.
Yes,
that's right.
He has mad features. It's just that
those are lyricists right there.
Yeah, he just hasn't, like, every day he'll feel something new and just want to and take one out.
He'll stay in the studio.
Go back.
Yeah. I ain't gonna lie. Like at that point, you kind of start revising a lot too. You know, you start running into new sounds, new tracks. You go, damn, like let me just pull this one out and throw it in here. You kind of get caught up in the midst of it, you know what I'm saying? You got other things on your plate as well that take you away from album boom.
I'm not trying to rush your project, you understand? Because I know you do what you do or whatever.
Yeah.
Just,
it's time to speed it up. Yeah. Put the pedal to the metal. That's why I'm out here today.
Because let me tell you something. You far from a trash artist.
I respect that.
Why I would want you to speed it up a little bit, because maybe you get a little bit more recognition from other producers and other people that would, you know what I mean, like be on that level to be able to get what you're expecting. You know what I'm saying? Like maybe you might find an investor, but this day and age, freestyles here and there, people don't take it serious because they don't know how serious you are. You understand what I'm saying?
It's tough to identify. That's why you got to kind of put out a mass majority before you even could.
Exactly. Like it's like anybody. You go into a job interview with a resume with one line on it, like, yo, this is what I do. You know what I mean? Like, they want to see your body of work. You understand what I'm saying? So you drop.
And that's the point, too. You know, that's why in 2016, when I started dropping these freestyles, I knew it was going to take some time to kind of build that attention for people to kind of... Now in my hood, that people are expecting me to drop a track. You know what I'm saying? Like, now I got people telling me, like, yo, when you going to drop a track, though, iTunes, da-da-da-da, I'll be like, okay, cool. That's what I wanted. Now I'm at that level where you respecting me as an MC. Y'all know who I am now.
Definitely.
Got my name up. That's that's off my bucket list. Like I kind of go like that, but definitely gonna speed it up. Doing freestyle. I got a series coming up called Made in the 90s. Okay. So more or less, I'm gonna be doing freestyle videos that are more official now.
Dope.
Working with different directors and shout out to DX Films. He's gonna be doing that series for me. And it's going to be over 90s beats, like, one of my favorite 90s beats, and kind of do that. So that's another freestyle series. And then, around that, I'll be featuring with other artists as well.
I'll tell you this,
kind of get my name up like that.
Anything you dropping, anything you want to drop, send it to me, man. And it'll be, like, we going to videos every, you know what I mean? You see the videos we going to. I could definitely have your shit on rotation here. You know what I'm saying? Anything you want. No, it's not a problem.
That shit that you don't even got to ask for, you feel me?
Exactly, bro.
Not even getting that support from your close ones.
Nah, definitely, man. With that being said, bro, let's go into your video, man. Introduce it. Let us know, you know what I mean?
It's the latest Last Supper.
Shit.
The one that the pictures is unit. The one that he actually likes is the one with the
fence.
In the fence. I think that's
the schoolyard.
The schoolyard is the most recent one. I think that's
the recent one.
That's the Last Supper 6, I believe so.
Yes.
And we're gonna go into this video. Then we're gonna have our producer come in, Grand Wiz. He's been patiently waiting outside.
Yeah, me and Grand Wiz gonna heat up.
Oh yeah, yeah. And I know he brings some heat with him, and you definitely got some you got some spit to give him. But we're gonna go into this video. Then we're gonna bring our producer back in. Matter of fact, we're going to 2 videos. Give us a little time to introduce each other outside. So with that being said, and it's a pleasure. Like I said, bro, you come back anytime. Well, you ain't going nowhere yet. You know what I mean? So you come back, whatever. But yeah, DJ Red, let's get into that video right now.
Yeah.
Mama going through that labor back in 9-3. The cleft palate that I was born with made it hard to breathe. The Mexicans told her it was either that or I wouldn't see, so I thank the Lord for blessing my surgery. A 50-50 chance that I couldn't speak. A 50-50 chance that I couldn't seek. But God took his chance with me. A few dances with the devil made me take a knee, so best believe the truth is what I reap. Born in Austin but landed in New York in 104 weeks. Daddy stood in Texas, man, that shit was so weak. Thank you, mama, for not quitting on me. A single mother raising a man, you a true G. Knowing he ain't bother to follow, shit haunted my sleep. I used to stay up in the dark, man, fighting my dreams. The night light wasn't needed, cause I found it in me. Stepdad was secondary, but the first to hand me a key. He bought me my first Power Wheel Jeep, cause those rich white kids were being too cheap. Should've seen the way that they leaped as soon as they peeped. Get the same reaction from the suckers that creep. But I play the fool like I'm counting some sheep. To all them sucker niggas that try to clown me. Hate starts at home, negative vibes all around me. A bunch of lost souls, how you think Warner found me? Got the blueprint for the takeover, might as well crown me. It's time to put that work in and shit on everybody. Porta potty, my shit crack. Rich Porter in the lobby. Cops ask me if I got it on me. Lyrics so potent, I got the youth looking like zombies. Even got the mommies calling me Boppy. My bars hold enough weight, they calling me Aki. I could put it on wax, Mr. Miyagi. I kick back, knowing you cheated just to drop me. Misunderstood my whole life and you still couldn't top me. Who finna stop me? Not you or not him, cause once I got you, I got him. The bitches love it, that's a win-win. Only highlight my music, they already calling me top 10. Flexing so much, they ask me, when's the next bomb dropping? This is just freestyles, I have yet to clock in. I told them I ain't dropping hits till the investors locked in. Self-investments is my only option. My soul stays with me, you niggas must have forgotten. I could rock the nation with no deal, nigga, I drop gems. I'm so nice I could hop out my bag and hop in. Fuck music shopping. I see the game from a bird's eye view like the 6 guys watching. You ain't kicking shit with your stockings. Don't need to focus on designer when my flows could bring the stocks in. Yeah, you got clean shoes, but that don't tell me where your socks been. Only with an educated mind I can tell you where your stock ends.
Hey, what up? Roll up, get high, get high. 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 I ain't mean to call your phone, but I've been tripping. Got a lot of shit on my mind and I'm hoping someone listen. I'm trying to hit the Forbeses, but for now I help with mortgage. That might mean little to you, but to me that shit's enormous. All these hoes throw off my focus, gets deterred when you're determined. Everybody out here plotting, get what they need, then they swerving. Record the nights I was hurting, my drive and my stomach turning. They told me to keep on grinding, now I'm a different person. I appreciate you curving, that shit made me stronger. Just know I ain't kissing ass, so it might take me longer. I'm glad that I never changed, I've been doing pretty good. I know that it could be worse, but I've been doing what I should. So roll up, get high, get high. 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 It gets kinda scary just thinking what I could be. The shit that I think is wavy could take myself overseas. Put my mom on a charter, put my father at ease. Hold everybody down with the tricks I got up my sleeve. I can't let them see me weak or let them in on the plan, because I need my space to work. I'm hoping you understand. Please don't take it personal, I'm trying to get rich. Twice the work and half the time, that's a hell of a switch. See, I'm a hell of a mix. See, I'm witty, but I'm a hustler. So my music turn the whole country into my customers. Forget what you accustomed to, I don't like getting comfortable. The minute that you sleep is the moment that demons come for you. What your dreams worth, cause I barely get rest. When you put more into yourself, it's like you rarely get less. Put yourself to the test and stay away from the gimmicks. And I know that you've been stressed, so may I please just have a minute to.
Hey, bro. Damn.
Roll up, get high, get high. 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 Say, roll up, get high, get high. Roll up, get high, get high. Roll up, get high, get high. Roll up, get high, get high.
Yeah, I'm steady pondering life. Where will I end up? Decisions, are they wrong or they right? It makes me tense up, the endless hating from niggas you call your peers can turn from, yeah, that's my man. The shit we ain't spoken years, those tears will never fall though. So far ahead in this game, it's a blowout. With you niggas still keeping score for whipping on auto, blowing on cookies all so vivid, opening portals. Homie divine immortal, called you meetings with my peoples. I'm treating like we just jumped able test fate. We fuck up the weekend just to escape the troubles of the present. Try and block out emotions with bubbly independent, but that chain on your neck won't help you gain no respect unless your chakra is proper. Help you stay on your best. Get off that pain on your chest. Go buy your back with a Dutch, whatever you roll with. Get an A4, get an ounce, just get ready to chill and blow it. So
roll up, get high, get high. 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 Say, roll up, get high, get high. Roll up, get high, get high. Roll up, get high, get high. Roll up, get high, get high.
So, we are back. It's Josh Dreamwork Hustle. Right about now, we got the man. Oh, we froze, bro. See that? We froze in the back.
Oh, the background flow.
Yeah, it's all good. Yeah? Oh, it's all good. First time I've seen that shit. But we got the producer extraordinaire, man. G Wiz in the building,
like
bro.
That, I guess. That's what
oh,
they're
yes,
saying.
you all, bro.
Connecticut,
yes.
stand up.
Yes, you all, bro.
We out here.
Take it from me. I put you in that category, bro. That beat that I heard.
Thank you.
At the what was the American Producers League.
Oh yeah, that's where it was.
Yeah. You was.
It was a dope event. It was fun.
Destroying them in there, bro.
Listen, man.
Destroying them, man.
It was a peaceful demonstration.
I agree.
That's how it starts. This is how it always starts.
I agree
but then,
with you.
You know what I mean? Things you gotta let people know where we from. You know what I mean? Like,
and one of those things you let go, everybody knew where he was from, bro. I pray to God that you bring that beat with you today. It was one specific beat. Did you bring anything from that battle?
I think. Yeah, I should have pretty much, most of everything. I got everything.
I know it when I hear it.
He said the way he did it, he was like, yeah, I see an answer, just make it for that glass and just burn everybody. Yeah.
I definitely know it when I hear it, though, because it was extraordinary, man. Real quick, let us know how long you've been producing, bro, or who you work with, whatever the case may be, resume.
Jeez, man, I'm always real bad at this. Let me think. I've been rocking, I bought my MPC. Actually, I bought my MP in like 2001, and then I opened the box, and I looked at it, and I put it right back in the box and took out the instruction manual.
Okay.
And rocked with that for like 6 months before I even started. And then I guess I'll gauge it by like I started working on it, but when I thought it was dope, keep it a buck, I wouldn't call myself a producer if I didn't think I thought it was dope around 2003, something like that. You know what I mean? I put in work. Yeah. Wow. No, 1 year and a half, 2 years. And that's when I worked with my first artist. You know what I mean? R.I.P. good brother, Ronell Neely, Thoroughbred.
Dope.
But, yeah. From there, it's just, I've worked with a bunch of artists, worked with Hassan Maki. Fat shouts to my brother out in Rochester. That's when we got signed. That's when he had got signed to that Raucous 50 situation.
Okay, yeah, definitely.
And that was really an introduction. Barack Yalad, I did about half of his album.
Word?
Yeah. Barack's the homie. Torch from Maybach Music when he was over there making music. Yeah, I rocked with him. Oh, goodness. There's so many records. Oh, I got the OC record.
Which one?
It was called You're the Best.
Was
You're
it,
the Best.
Was that
It was like one of his last recent records before his project came out. Yeah,
Yo, OC is, forget it. That's
OC is
from
one
the
of the
beginning,
illest.
man.
I mean, it was an honor, man, just to even talk to those brothers and have conversations with them.
Definitely. And he's still rocking.
Yeah.
Still rocking.
And it's a blessing, man. Like a lot of the OGs is just, they gentlemen, you know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
They gentlemen now, and we just have regular conversations whenever we come across. Sheesh, there's so many. I can't, you know what? I'll say right now that Billy Dan's record is pumping right now. So, yeah, if y'all don't got it, DJs, go get that, pick that up. It's called Halle Berry.
Oh, yeah.
Fire.
You did that?
Yeah.
Damn, bro. That's crazy. That's crazy.
It's doing all right right now, man. It's doing all right.
That is crazy.
So, and, yo, artists, if I forgot anybody in between, who's Steve Chinnon, prestigious one, if I forgot any ART Against All Realities Terms, like if I forgot anybody,
that is crazy.
My bad, man. Call me up, hit me on the jack, like, yo, give me the plug, G Wiz, whatever you got to do. But like, there's just been so many. I've been blessed so many times, man. There's no disrespect. I'm trying to be humble.
Let me tell you something. That door is always gonna be open for you. So whenever you want to come back, bro, you just pick up where you left off.
Word. I appreciate it.
Not a problem. So let me ask you this. You spoke at MP, right? MPC.
Yeah.
To this date, are you still using hardware, or are you a software dude, or?
See, I was rocking with hardware, and I still got my MP. I'll still rock with
it.
What had happened though is like I could still make dope music, but I found that my workflow, like Hez was able to put out records faster than I could.
Okay.
So I kind of found the middle ground with this machine, this Native Instruments joint, and yeah, man, I've been rocking with that for like, 2 years or whatever now. Yeah, it's a good little piece of equipment though.
Yeah,
I mess with it.
It definitely is.
I can vouch for it. Yo, if y'all need me for that endorsement, or if you don't want to toss that sponsorship stuff, I met the homie over in Germany once, but yeah.
So the vibes in Connecticut, is it, and the vibes here in New York, are they? How do you feel? Which one is artist working wise? Like, I know you work with so many artists. Do you feel that the vibe is a lot?
Oh, Mike Flows. See that? Mike Flows next coming. He did Flex's show and Body That, and fat shouts to Brother Annoyed. Like, the vibe in Connecticut right now, like, I'm so proud of my state right now, because finally something in the last 2-3 years, something started happening. And I run a showcase, my own producer showcase called Musicology 101.
Oh, that's dope.
And
man.
I'm blessed to have, like, anybody who comes from Connecticut that's doing anything has stepped through our space first. So good brother Annoyed stepped through our space, you know what I mean, and blessed us. And that was like, that was a mind-blowing situation. Before it really started happening for him, it happened there, and he blessed us with it. And
so your showcases are up there?
Yeah, it's in Connecticut. It's in
drop
Hartford,
me a line,
Connecticut,
man.
Cloud 9.
Let me know
every
next one.
third Tuesday of the month. Next one is June 19th. We're gonna have good brother Sean J. Period come down and
is that a
rock with
weekend
us.
or?
No, it's Tuesday. Tuesday.
It's kind of hard for me.
Kind of hard. I know people got to work, so it's easier for folks in Connecticut to just come in.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Get out of work, let your hair down. Inexpensive event, but we vibe, we rock.
If you get
Check
that
us
footage,
out.
man. If you get some footage, you know me, edit it, just bring it, send it to me. I'll definitely air it.
I'll
man.
probably get to that before I leave this building, sir.
I will definitely.
We
do
rock.
that for you.
We out there rocking. But
so it's not a competition though, right? It's just a
it's a showcase, man. Because there's a brotherhood we develop.
Okay.
You know what I mean? There starts to be a little bit of friendly competition or whatever, but nobody's trying to body nobody.
You're the Just Cuz?
Yeah. Actually, he's from New London.
Yeah, he was on the show 2 weeks.
He's from New London. He was at my boy's studio. Fat shouts to Henry down there in New London. Henry Smith. But yeah, he just recently connected with me. So Just Cuz, hit me, man.
Yeah, he's dope.
I'm around.
He's dope. He's dope. I like him. I
Yeah.
definitely like him.
I see him working. I see his camera working. His folks, they moving. So that's dope.
Yeah, he got a good team behind him too. He rocks with a lot of the Steel Sessions, Mike Cuz and all them Boot and Grimes.
Oh yeah. They the 10th, man. I know Buddha and Grand's too. Fat shouts to Buddha. That's the homie. He's always been encouraging to me since he first heard the music. So
you've been to the Steel Sessions then?
I've never been.
Never?
Plug, yo, invite, brother. I need that invite, brother. I need to come through.
Wow, I thought you.
No, I've never been, man. I've seen it, but I mean, to be honest, like it's passing ships. I keep missing it. Like I find something I got to do. I actually think I have something to do on the 10th.
So how did you wind up in the American Producers League battle?
Shoot, who plugged me? See, another Connecticut producer. He stays out in Long Island now, but brother Kelsey, he's from around the way, and that's just a good brother, man, because I think he's kind of an elder statesman over there. But back in Connecticut, I mean, he's a good up and coming cat, man. Like he's dope, man. And
dope.
He just, when I met him for the first time, he paid, like it's dope to see what you create, how it affects other people, and like I appreciate what he does, but he appreciated what I did, and I was like, I'm not over here doing too much. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like sometimes you get disconnected from your art and you don't realize, like I like to be disconnected. Like I have a child, he's born, he does his thing, and I just watch back in wonderment. You know what I mean? And like it's cool. And that's what I feel about my music, man. So like I don't really, like once it's done, I'm off to the next thing kind of. And you know what I mean? So like long story short, he kind of inspired me to get involved in that. And so and then a lot of brothers, Music Maestro, he's always been been my supporter. He's always had my back. He's always been riding with me, and I ride with him. But like he suggested that, both of those guys suggested that I step in. So I said, you know, why not, man? Let's see what's up.
So let me ask you this now. We're gonna jump off all of that. We'll get to the why we're kind of here at the show.
All right, work. What's up? Let's get into it.
How do you feel about artist and producers relationship nowadays?
There's a lot of space in it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? In not the traditional sense, but how it is now, there's too much space. Like when I work, I want to be hands-on. And hands-on means I need you here. Like I've because I'm an old dude, man. You know what I mean? And a lot of young kids, you know what I mean? Yeah. But like, and they live in a different age than we come from.
Yes.
You feel me? So like, they're into just pulling records they hear off and just rapping over them, and arrangements sound crazy and all the music. But they're cool with that because they hear their own voice. Like I like to sit down with a dude, and it's cool. I'll send you something to listen to, but before it hits the Pro Tools, let's chop it up, because there might be in a perfect world, you mess with what I do, fine. I generally do listening sessions unless you are OG and someone I respect. Like, let's sit me down, let me know where you at, or I'll let you know where I'm at. We'll do a listening session, we'll figure it out, and we'll get through the record, man. Hopefully it'll be something beautiful.
At the listening session, you'll bring tracks already made.
Yeah, I'll bring some stuff already made if it piques interest, and maybe we off and running. Or I'll make something right there, or whatever.
That's what I was gonna say, because I was trying to stress to this brother, like how the importance of the artist-producer relationship.
It is.
So simple, like you said, just to hit a button, download a beat, and rock over it. You know what I mean? And call it a song. Opposed to the chemistry that both of y'all are gonna have together, actually tailor making a song together. You know what I mean? And that's, to me, that's what the whole show is all about. You understand what I'm saying? And that's really why I made. You know what I mean? It was like, you know what's lacking. And it's the relationship between the
Word
two.
up. Like, you got to know something about somebody. Like, I'll chop it up with artists that I work with and figure out how you doing.
Yeah.
Because that informs the process, man.
Definitely.
And, like, if you got this going on with this chick, or if your chick got something going on with this dude, okay, let me get here. How's that feel? Does that feel like that? Okay, we're here. I'm in your method.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely.
So it's easier to produce. It's easier to make music when you're in the moment, in your feelings. That's traditional artist stuff.
Definitely.
Being in your feelings and exposing yourself and letting people know, because then people will connect with you. That's the beautiful part of music. People connect with you. You don't even expect them to.
Definitely.
Yeah.
So you as far as placements, do you are you like always equipped, like ready with a you know what I mean, a sound card or whatever?
Theoretically, I know everybody that knows me knows I walk around with them things and them jump drives.
Definitely.
My famous little black thing. I always got them on me just because I don't know. This battle thing has gotten kind of real, and I got people calling me up and challenging me on the spot. It's kind of funny, actually. Yeah.
What, for
people in my inbox are like, "Yo, we gonna have to battle one day." It's like, "Yo, I'm ready, B. I'm ready.
What?
I'm ready, even when I'm not."
That's crazy.
I'm ready at my son's middle school graduation. I'm ready. Say something. But yeah, I generally try to walk. But it's not really for the placement. It's really just, I don't know, the energy. Maybe I'm in a situation and, you know what I mean, we can drum up something. We'll have a conversation. Oh, I understand. Word? Let's sit down. Let's figure something out. I'm always ready with the arts. But as far as placements, I kind of stop. For an analogy, like, what was the name of that movie with Ben Affleck when they were stockbrokers? I stopped kind of chasing the whale.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
Like, I'm not out there really looking too heavy. If there's a relationship that I already have and they're looking, normally someone's hitting me up like, yo, whatchamahoo's is looking? I'm like, all right, cool, let me send some stuff. But I'm not really actively looking. I'm concentrating on myself as a producer.
Okay.
And as a musician. I'm working on a beat tape that should be out, hopefully. I don't have a date. Let's say it's a rolling date, but it's definitely going to be done by this summer. It's called Solar System. But
nice.
SOULAR system. But it's fly.
How many tracks? I
mean, it's a modest 7, 8 tracks. But it's got fire on it. It's got something you can push and play and let rock. It's got some joints that knock. It's got a little bit of everything, man. But basically, just something you can put in your car.
So for this, all right, because you know. I understand you're not looking for the placements. There is a self, you know what I mean, like a, how would I say? It's almost like self-enlightenment. Like you find yourself saying, you know what, I'm not gonna. I know what my purpose is to make. You know, when I create, because I used to produce too.
Oh, word.
And
okay.
So I kind of got at that level, and I still get at that level because I haven't done a track. I want to say months. You know what I mean? So. But then, you know, you question yourself, like, what is it for? When I put something out, it's like, all right, well, I want to do it, but I want it to be meaningful.
Yeah.
For the project you're gonna do, Solar System.
Okay.
You feel like it's more of a, I'm doing this for me. I don't care what the world takes of it, or is it like, you know what, I want to impress the world too, and let them know what I'm capable of doing.
Word. I think on the greater 90% or 80%. If I'm trying to be fair, it's what you said in the first place. I'm doing it for me. I always do. Actually, you know what? 100%. I always do music for me. I don't ever do it for anybody else. That's why I stopped chasing people, man. You know what I mean? That being said, the cream rises to the top. And if you're doing something dope, people are going to recognize. Like, I guess it was a battle. It was Stew Showcase over in Boston. One of the preliminary rounds that I had won. And somebody at that battle was, I guess, and I didn't have that conversation. It didn't happen that way. It was just natural. They guess they called a cousin who's Billy Danz's manager, and that's how that record happened. I got like 3 on that album coming out, but you know what I mean? Like it happens because it's supposed to happen.
Yeah.
You don't want to force it. I'm not forcing the issue. If it happens, it happens, and it's dope because if you expose yourself the right way and it's from the heart and it's yours, then you don't have to second guess yourself, and it's gonna happen, man. Definitely. It's gonna happen.
Get some hand claps for that, right? Please. Man. That was a good. That's great.
Yeah.
So, all right. There's so much thing I want to ask you, man. Kind of not pressed for time, but I'm trying to get everything out. I want to do it correctly. So, all right, with the project you're gonna release, that's gonna be on.
Right, of course.
Okay.
Title, all of that. And that's where the other part is. I mean, of course, I'd like to see some traffic come off of that. Like, I want people to experience. I'm not putting it out because I don't want nobody to hear it because I want it to be just me, or else I'd never put it out.
Definitely.
But I want people to experience and have that relationship with it in the way that I had, but in their own terms. You know what I mean? So, yeah, I want people to experience it, and, you know what I mean, them streams start to add up that, you know what I mean?
I'm leading up to
something.
something.
Start to look right. And
I'm kind of leading up to something. That's why. Like, all right, like, it's out, right? Let's project the future.
It's out.
It's out. You have one of the worst rappers that you could ever imagine. That's signed, he has a big machine behind him, a label. Contacts you, yo, I heard this track, man. I have to have this track. Now, we're going back to this is you doing this just for you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
whatever.
Yep.
To me, like I said, if I'm doing that kind of a project, it's kind of personal because it is for me. You know what I mean? Whatever.
Right.
This rapper, like I said, contacts you, offers you a nice lump sum, do you jeopardize your, you know what I mean, your integrity and say no? Or is it more of a like, you know what, this is what I do, this is how I feed my fam, and let's get the check?
I mean, it isn't what I do, and it isn't how I feed my fam. It's how I feed my soul, realistically.
Okay.
So, and that being said, in continuance with what I was trying to communicate, like I would be hesitant. I'd definitely be hesitant, but at the same time, like, you put music out into the world, like I was saying, and everybody has a right to experience it their own way. That's the bonkers. Like, I could be in a mood making a beat and feel like extremely sad, but someone else hears it and it cheers them up and they're open off of it. Like, that's not what I was trying to communicate, but that's still dope that you heard that this way and I was feeling that way. So I give it up like, yo, all right, so record something, send it to me before you put it out. Send it to me, because y'all young cats be doing that, man. Y'all just be taking joints and just putting them out without, you know what I mean, going through the process. Let me hear it, and then it's like, okay, well, if it's, you never know, maybe it could bring out the best in someone, and you judging a book by its cover. And you know what I mean, because a lot of cats that's whack, realistically, a lot of cats, I can't stand their music. When you get back and underneath it, a lot of cats can rap. Yeah, they just lose their way somehow, some way. You know what I mean?
Times they want to follow trends.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
So, and that's what kind of, you know, that's why I always say, you know, like, let's have the unification, man. Let's pay the producers. Let's you know what I mean? Let's have more unity. Pay the
producers. Say it twice.
Definitely pay the producers, man. Definitely do it. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like that's where it's losing. You know what I mean? And we just had an interview before you came with this guy from One World Magazine. Shout out to C's from Cali. And, you know, we were going back and forth, and I'm telling him, you know, I mean, there is I want to get your opinion on this, too.
All right,
there is a possibility in the near future, the way technology is going and the way these young artists are not really respecting producers and just doing whatever they feel like to do to create a song, there's a possibility the producer can be phased out of the whole music creation, because someone can invent the app where it'll be something like a Siri. This is the example I use, where you just say, yo, give me a Dr. Dre beat, and Siri will create a beat similar to Dr. Dre. You understand? In that same category. Automatically, you know what I mean, with the app, it'll probably be like, all right, royalty free, you know what I mean? And you know what I mean, license free or whatever. And you got your song right there.
Yeah, yeah. Why are you giving them ideas, though, Shay?
I'm sorry, man.
You giving the world ideas.
I'm sorry,
you need to hold that for you so you can get your money.
Nah,
but now
man, I would never do it. Believe me, bro. I would be the one rebel trying to shut down everybody. But you got to really think in reality, man.
The way the world is moving, the way is the world. But that is why it's so important for cats not to second guess or subjugate themselves or their talent, man, and do what you want to do at the end of the day, and be a musician. You know what I mean, and do what you want to do, because it's compared. Like, I had a conversation with one of the homies in camp, and we were talking about kind of this issue of like leasing music and just creating like factory assembly line beats and music, and it's like it has a place, because Busted, like, you can go to a mall or anywhere and go to your, I don't know, In the Mix or whatever the store is, and you can get a poster of the Mona Lisa.
Yeah.
Looks just like the Mona Lisa. It's like $10, though.
I get you.
But it ain't no Mona Lisa.
I get you.
You feel me? There's someone out there that'll pay a grip for more, or let's say, because Mona Lisa's price is, let's say, a Basquiat, right? There, you can get a Basquiat poster. You can get an Andy Warhol poster anywhere. Definitely. You know what I mean? $10. But there is still a market for art dealers and art collectors who want the real thing for $100,000. Can you dig it?
I totally agree.
And that's why you gotta make your music original, personal. Because I mean, people are gonna. It's just volume, quantity versus quality.
Yes.
You know what I mean? You can sell volumes at $10 a pop, or you can sell the real thing for just one and. Just you know what I mean, and even off of those, somebody's getting paid off of all those little $10. So you know what I mean. You gotta, at the end of the day, own your masters, and that's the analogy.
Definitely.
Own your masters, create your masters, make your masters great, so people want to copy them. Best things that anybody could ever do to you is steal your record.
Definitely.
You know what I mean? Because then they got to pay you. And if they're going to replicate it, they're going to keep paying you. But
Definitely.
you got the master, and you can sell that for whatever you want. You know what I mean?
I totally
and there's
agree.
people that'll buy it.
I totally agree with you, bro.
Yeah.
I'm just, like I said, man, this is why this show to me is so important sometimes, you know what I mean? Because I really want these young artists to come in and sit in the room with a producer, and you know what I mean? And actually collaborate. You know what I mean? Live. Why not? You know what I mean? Because we successful with, after the show, these guys actually working together sometimes. You know what I mean? And actually,
that's dope.
you know what I mean? I feel like I'm doing something. I'm doing my contribution. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And like the last thing I would ever want to see, and it kind of, it burns me sometimes when these dudes come in here like, yo, you know what? You know, all I do is, you know what I mean, download these YouTube beats, or you know what I mean? Like I never really work with a producer. I know this dude personally who refuses, bro, to actually collaborate or anything with a producer.
Yeah, that relationship is weird, man, and it's, maybe I'm partial because I make beats, but honestly, these cats lost their way. But we also have been endorsing it by letting, I'm not gonna cuss, even though I can, but letting the bullshit slide, and I just cussed and it wasn't gonna but letting it slide, you know what I mean? Like the way some of these producers are buckling under the artist and label pressure to do whatever just to get some bread affects it, and it informs these dudes like, producers don't matter. Like y'all a dime a dozen. They might be right. You know what I mean? Unfortunately, they might be right these days. But we got to prove them wrong. We got to take our honor back. DJs got to take their honor back. You know what I mean? Take their position. I mean, DJs are supposed to be telling us what's dope and what's not. Not these blogs or whoever. It's you know what I mean? We need your word back. Funk Flex, we need you to guide us again. You know what I mean?
Hell
DJs, stand up. You know what I mean? Real DJs, real selectors. You know what I mean? Real producers, stand up, make dope beats, and demand what you think you're worth, and make people pay for it. Make people invest. You know what I mean? Invest in themselves, because the music is trash now, because nobody's investing in themselves and in their artistry. And it's okay to say, yo, this ain't it. Because realistically, it ain't. There can only be a few at the top. It ain't it. You know what I mean?
Well, I definitely, man, appreciate you coming. I wish we had like a 4-hour show, man. I mean, I want to keep going with you, man.
I can talk all day, bro.
Yeah, next Sunday, man, just call in and we'll keep on going. You know what I'm saying? We can definitely start off the show, just keep on going.
No doubt.
But I definitely want to get to the, you know, the vocal part of the show. You know what I mean? I want to give you time to set up and everything too. I don't want to, you know what I mean? And yo, man, it was a pleasure, bro, speaking with you. And
Thank you for having me.
Great brother for coming, man. No, definitely. We're gonna continue too, man. But let them know where they can find you, my brother. Even though I'm gonna let you shout out all that later on, but you can do it now.
Word. G Wiz, Grand Wizard. You can find me on the gram at Grand Wizard, at GRANDWHIZARD. Make sure you get that H in there. You know what I mean? You're going to end up with some white dude with a pointy hat. That cat ain't me, man. That ain't how I rock. WHIZARD, at Grand Wizard. All right? And pretty much that'll facilitate you through everything. It's the same for everything. So, yeah. And come rock with me, man.
We'll definitely be giving everybody the heads up when you drop that the beat tape.
Oh yes, I'll be tuning in. Look out for that Solar System. And if y'all in Connecticut, or if you're not in Connecticut, you want to come through and hear some beats, Musicology 101 every third Tuesday of the month.
Musicology, that's crazy.
Right.
That's dope. You know what, man? I'm gonna sacrifice. I'm gonna take a day off for one of these 2 days.
Man.
Nah, I'm definitely, because this is my passion. You know what I mean? So I would love to build with you too. Yeah, definitely.
Let me in. Let me know so I can let you through the door, because it's gonna be packed. It's gonna be packed. We was jumping last month.
I could imagine, man. What time does it start?
We get doors open around 9 o'clock, 8:30, 9 o'clock. We get jumping around 10. So I mean, if you got to take your time.
Yeah. I'll definitely make it though. I'm definitely gonna sacrifice it. I'll make it up there, man. Sometime during. Well, you said so. Every Tuesday, every other Tuesday,
every third Tuesday.
Every third Tuesday.
Third Tuesday of the month. Yeah.
I can't guarantee you June, man, but I definitely will make it on a
July 17th. We already ready. We ready.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we
I'm
ready.
there. I'm definitely there. There's enough time. I'll give notice and all that. But yeah, DJ Rec, let's get into a video real quick, and then we're gonna allow him to set up, and we'll get to the greatest part of the show, man. Besides this interview.
They say I never do right, I ain't ashamed of the shit. I got it out of the mud. Yo. They say I never do right, I ain't ashamed of the shit. I got it out of the mud, I got the stains for the shit. I wish they love me more, I don't complain for the shit. Sometimes I'm shooting blind and I don't be aiming for shit. I swear I'm lacking focus as soon as the packy open. I'm scrounging them nickels down to quarters just to drink the devil's water. We are children of the Lord, and I'm still trying to fuck his daughters. I get caught up in some things I can't explain. Did you lose or did you gain? That's the questions that get brought up when you caught up in the game. I get headaches from it, that should keep my stomach turning. I roll me a blunt and burn it, you can't keep on running from it. Well, that's what the voices say, that's not what my choices say. Talented but I'm lazy, educated but crazy. I swear that I want the bread, when I get it, it doesn't faze me. Drink liquor until the point where I sip it and don't get faded. Make scripture and paint pictures, I'm Reverend Leo Da Vinci with verses. Y'all just not worth it, want a girl that's perfect, fancy like cursive, ass thick like churches. In session, that's that, oh Lord, I overrun it, you know I just take it too far. I had those dreams, mama got herself a new car, but now she gone hard cut. Bitch, I got myself a new scar. Everything hurt, nigga, that include the truth, dog. So they die a little every time I say they trash. Taking over lanes, make your Benzes and Mercedes crash. Dance with the devil, I bring turbo from the 80s back, breaking out the ozone. Bitch, I'm about to go home, kept me from the planet. I do damage like the cameras on a racist cop, trying to make a stop on a nigga. This a black Geronimo, I got the drop on you niggas for real. I don't never know what to say sometimes, man. They ask me, yo, Jess, you still doing this music shit? That should be hurting, yo. Man. I feel like they gotta understand. I feel like a kid again. I just had a kid though, less than that 25. At first I ain't see it though. Nigga, I'm 26, still doing these rap shows. Think it's time to put that in perspective with my efforts, cause I don't wanna be 30, making music, getting buried. I wish everybody listened, I wish everybody heard it. I make everybody hear it, how don't everybody get it? I could be the greatest ever, I ain't worried about my city. I ain't lying, keep it realist, it's a talent, you can feel it. I could rap it, I could write it, I could sing it, I could kill it, I could build it in a day. Hoes roaming through the palace, rock a Caesar or the fake. Don't keep Brutuses around me, I ain't new to this. The Judases is who gon' get surrounded, cause this car will come with armor and your head can catch a bounty like this 9 to 5. Cause this feel like Columbine, this shit is killing the kid. I take a shot to the head, just know I'm close to the edge. I think I'm supposed to be scared, fuck it, I'm jumping instead. Ain't worried about where I land, do it like Eddie Murphy. I gave up my life for this shit, I want my cornbread, just know I'ma fight for this shit. Do it like Eddie Murphy, I gave up my life for this shit, and I want my cornbread. You know I'ma fight for my shit.
Oh, motherfucker, you can't have my cornbread, that's for damn sure. Cause if you try to take my cornbread, part 2 of my killing spree gonna begin up in here on your ass right now. If you think about my cornbread, they get the taste out your mouth, that's for damn sure. Now fuck him, fuck that. Nobody take no cornbread from me. And that go for you and any other you motherfucking farmers wanna try some shit. You fuck around with me, it's gonna be consequences and repercussions.
Yes. That was just us, man. That was the CC. And right about now, we at the vocal point of the show, the pivotal point of the show, like I love to say. This is the Heat Market Radio Freestyle. Before we get into it, man, Last Will, let them know where they can find you one last time, my brother.
Yo, Last Will, you could go on Instagram _Last Will. That's LASTWILL. You know, my SoundCloud is Last_Will 718. You can see my duo mixtape up there, Wave of Emotion, along with everything else that'll be on my YouTube, my youtube.com, LastWill718 straight.
One more time, G Wiz, let them know.
At Grand Wizard, at GRANDWHIZARD. Come find me, man. I'm around.
Dopeness. Woo. I am Shay Diggs, 167 on G at on Gmail. I was about to kill myself. I ain't even on Gmail. But I am Shay Diggs 167 on Instagram. DJ Ray.
DJ Rec, DJ R3KDAGREAT, or you can catch both of us at theheatmarketradio.com.
Great plug. All right, whenever you're ready, G.
Oh man, shoot, man, there's so many. How long we got? I mean, I guess
we got exactly 8 minutes.
8 minutes. All right. We coming through. We coming through. I'm playing.
Huh?
We good?
Little bit of volume, not too much.
New York, BX, Grog's Neck, ATX, what it do? If I was the plug, I have the block jumping, rather be the surge with the plugs. I call the shots, young and take the safety off the ratchet. We don't do no shot pumping, coming for everybody's food, like I'm potlucking raw like chopped onions. I don't need a teardrop tatted on my face to let you know I dropped something. If I ain't already bodied this bitch, I probably put his heart in the ditch. With this fit I copped on Fordham, aiming for time forward, knowing you can't afford them. Unless you have a piece, meaning someone else bought them. I ain't mean to break his heart, trust me, it's the karma that caught him. Puzzle look cause I made the cut, I jigsawed them. The hood once doubted me, now they all wanna applaud him. Watching online, but offline they ignoring. My lyrics is a big body, man, fuck a foreign. I'll still get views even if the vid's born. Attention was on my bucket list and I've been scoring. All I did was travel within myself, man, I've been touring. I've been fly, nigga, and I've been soaring. I'm in TD more than Terrell Owens. I don't owe him. Take a whiff of this dopeness, Lamar Odom. The drip different is golden. 007 maneuver through the system I'm loading. Play your cards right, this a different clip that I'm holding. I just hop on beat like I own the shit. Like the producer made this for me, fuck the ownership. Send a wave cause I'm the wave, like I own the ship. Title should sponsor me, Cast the Storm Rogan shit. I've been doing me from the very start. Originated, never duplicated my art. Mind frame told me crop out all the ones with no heart. They snap their jaws till it's time to swim with the sharks. Bars. How we coming, man? We throw it on. Let's keep going, man.
Keep going, man.
Yeah.
Keep going on.
Let's go.
What we got?
Way to start it off.
Yeah, we throw in the writtens there. We mix it up with the freestyle. We play with the crowd out here. Grand Wizard, what it do? J Days. DJ Rack. Okay. That's different. Yeah. New York, BX, Throg's next, ATX, we'll do. Yeah. I've been running for a while, where's my victory lap? I'm done faking smiles, raise my salary cap. Hats off to the system, cutting my money in half. Man, they drain me of my energy, ain't taxing that back. Only else put out in front of me, hard not to get smacked. That's why I smoke a blunt and relax. System kicks you when you're down, but tells you how to kick back. Man, that shit's so whack, and alcohol kills, that's a cold hard fact. Somehow codeine became the new crack, Danny's became the new pack. Experiences taught me how to avoid that. Had to search for myself, then write raps to deploy that. Before they do something else just to destroy that. Dead. If I knew the journey was this hard, I wouldn't take it. But what's the point of being alive just to live basic? You'd rather watch cable, I'd rather break the matrix. So I chose the roadmap from A to Z just to change the pavement. God says, young man, pace yourself, have patience. Face yourself, young man, consolidation. Erase those who mask yourself, know when they're feeling naked. It was never a good idea to keep your skeleton sacred. The karma could taste it. Yeah, we here, man.
Speed on it, huh?
Yeah.
Got a little speed on it.
Yeah, you peeped the call. That's why I was looking at you, searching the store. Yeah, shout out to all the Call of Duty players out there, man.
Still going. We still. My bad.
Nah, we out here, man. We out here.
More? Yeah, we got.
Yeah, we gonna jump with the freestyle off the top of the head with this one, man. Let's see what's up with it.
Get back down.
Oh shit! I wonder how. I don't even know how this drop is coming right now. Wizard, what you got for me?
Here we come.
Oh shit! Yeah. Oh, that shit is. Yeah. I told him I'ma give him a bar show. I pull the strings like a guitar show. Yeah, I make them stay low like they limbo. This is simple, I pop them like a pimple. I got a different angle. Yeah, the angle is serious, the Kurt angle. Nigga, I could come from a different serious angle. The serious like the XM. Niggas don't want the next him. I'm the next up, I'm the best in. I kill all the rest. This is strategy when I'm coming. I'm just on another box, I'm playing chess. Nigga, I don't need a shield, I don't need a protection, I don't need a vest. I'm higher than the rest, I'm coming up the top of the dome. Nigga, stop at the chrome. I don't need to talk about that, drugs and violence. I just be out here with my mind, I'm wildin'. Yeah, I'm on my conscience, and I'm seeking it. Yeah, I'm looking overboard, I'm looking at the suckers and I'm peeking it. Niggas talking bullshit and they leaking it. Nigga, you just lying on the truth and speaking it. All images, that's all I see. Nigga, I be doing this, got your girl in the V. I get in between her V. I got the keys, got the remedy. Fuck all of my enemies. Yeah, I'm an angel from above, and God is sending me. Nigga, I could kill insects, I'm stomping you, a centipede. Nigga, I could bring my team, Mr. Justice League. I don't even know why you rap on the sheets. I crumble it up, I toss it to the left. Nigga, shout out to DJ Rec, you're playing Grand Theft. Nigga cruising the back right now like I like that ball. Yeah, showing my style, showing my style. What's up? Yeah, what it do? Playing out here, man.
Once again, man, I really appreciate you guys coming out, bro. Yeah, that was a lot of heat right there. A lot of heat.
That was different. Drop the intro, the transition to the lead up to the drop, man. Different.
Definitely. Yo, salute to you guys, man. Appreciate you guys coming for real, man.
Appreciate this platform.
No, man, definitely.
Appreciate
like
you,
I said,
brother. Thank you.
Doors always open for you guys anytime y'all want to come back. And please, man, keep us informed if you guys decide to collaborate outside of the show, man. We would love to be updated and know that, you know what I mean, we had a part in it. And definitely, man, until next time, next week, this was the Heat Market Radio. Salute to everybody.
Salute.
Hey.
Chip.